Our story begins in a dark tower. Its walls are a combination of metal and stone. And walking towards the center of this tower, we see a cloaked figure. They make their way towards the back end of the wall, and there they raise their hand up, and a light springs forth from the wall. From there, it's realized that it is a command console. A keyboard displays itself, and there is a monitor shown before them. They begin typing frantically. They have to backspace a good number of times because they misstep a number of keys. They're in a rush. They are panicked. As they are typing, they hear pounding from the back end of the room. A large thunking noise. They take a deep breath, look over at the console, and see what they've typed in. I have to hope this is enough. And with that, they hit the enter key. The message begins to send. There's a progress bar. About 70%. It's going pretty fast at this point. It reaches 99%, and the console shuts down. The doors to the tower fling open. And a silhouette stands in the doorway.
You have so much to answer for, admin.
They turn and look up into the reaching above of the tower. Maybe. But I have friends on the way. We turn to a quaint little city, placed in the center of the good old states. It's a quaint little place by the name of Earl Vista. It's got a nice little set of mom and pop shops, a few startup tech companies here and there, a few office buildings, a high school that's very proud of its advances that it has for how quaint the town is in comparison. And it's here that we begin to see the few individuals that are about to change the lives of a great deal of individuals, both human and digital both. We start with a young man currently skateboarding his way to school. It's pretty early in the morning, and he's excited. After all, he just got his most recent cast off. So, Red, if you'd like to introduce your character and what it is that you're doing this morning.
All right.
Fuck, that was cool! I was not talking the whole time, but that was cool!
It was so cool.
I was like restraining, just be like, oh, like every couple of fucking seconds. I'm sorry, continue.
Chills.
That was cool.
I got fucking chills.
Let's go.
So, Red, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Eric Ryder, or as he is colloquially known around the town, ER, because he's always freaking at the ER for breaking something, is a reckless kid who's always looking for a thrill. He loves riding his skateboard, and first thing off, like having his cast off, he immediately thinks, oh sick, I can start skateboarding again, and immediately just gets back on. You say I'm on my way to school? Is that right?
Currently, yes, you are.
Alright.
Your house isn't far from the actual high school grounds proper, so having a nice little board to school is not uncommon for you. It's nice to be able to get a decent breeze, even with the chill. And you figure, hey, by the time you actually get to school, classes will be getting close to starting.
Excellent. So I suppose I would take my favorite routes, probably through the park, and do a few rail grinds, and probably think like, I wonder if I could kickflip while grinding.
All right. Would you like to attempt to?
Hell yes. Cast just came off. Time to do something stupid.
All right. I would say go ahead and give me a... We'll call it a flight roll. I'm going to set the difficulty to... Let's say 4. You've skateboarded before. It's not hard.
All right, let's do this.
Go ahead and give me a flight roll. And be sure to add your modifiers in post.
Right. I click flight and I'm getting a prompt asking for input value.
You can just click the accept button and it'll work. All right. So your dice exploded. There you go. So, sure enough, you're like, yeah, I've got my confidence back. I'm not going to shy away from things just because I broke my arm again. You go ahead and you see that grind rail. You're like, easy peasy. You go ahead, jump up into the air, do a kickflip before landing on the rail with your board, sliding down and landing just fine, gaining a little bit more speed.
I let out a big scream of excitement as I land the trick.
You're excited. It's a nice day, and it's finally about time that, we got the cast off. Moving on, we see someone that is already in the school building and has been for at least the last hour. He's currently typing away in the computer lab that is quite hefty. It's got monitors that are less like the old 90s Mac style and more like monitors you would see almost on a gaming computer. Storm, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh boy. So, Jason McKnight, also referred to as the Wizard because he's very good with computers, though in reality he just knows how to open a PNG. Whereas everyone else does not seem to understand how torrents work. A little bit of a computer whiz. He likes to fix computers. Who's surf the internet, look up information, all that good stuff. Cover lovable dork. Like, the only thing remarkable about him really is his intelligence and his love of learning. But yeah, he just loves to get in early. He is the kid that gets picked on because of how much of a dork he is. But like,
So what is Grayson up to in the computer lab at the moment? It is
just
pretty early.
probably just like researching ways to upgrade his laptop. Just working on torrenting some old shows, just so he can have them on his computer.
All right, fair enough. I would say go ahead and give me a brain. Let's say you're trying to torrent something. I'd say DC 10.
Quarantine on a school computer.
Oh no!
Alrighty, so even with your modifier, that's at a 9. So,
Doesn't work.
you go ahead and you are trying to go ahead and pull up torrent. You've done so before on a couple of times. However, when you try to pull it up this time, there's a blackout on the screen.
Oh no.
You look up and you see one of the teachers has pulled the cord to the monitor and is looking down at you.
Where did that website come from? I've never seen that before in my life!
Grayson, we've talked about this. The computer lab is for use during regular school hours.
There's better bandwidth than home.
You see the teacher goes ahead and kind of like pinches at the bridge of his nose. Come on, up and out. Don't you have actual classes to be going to in the next 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, but it's PE. I can just not do that, right? That's optional, right?
He goes ahead and he gives you a slight push out the door and kind of closes it behind
okay,
you.
okay. Okay.
You can go ahead and take one adversity token for the not success.
You think?
Next up, also at this school, but currently just making his way towards the back end, we see a young man that is carrying a pretty hefty backpack with a good number of clinking metals in there. He's tired and a little worn from the, I guess you could say, overtime he put in with class. Pyro, if you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
Okay. I feel like I'm announcing a school project. My character is Ryan Riot Scarlet. He begrudgingly got the nickname Riot because, let's just say, he's been a troubled youth. He's gotten into some fights, some of them not very proud of, some things he might have started himself. He's trying to get into a better place. He's on medication now.
You're currently making your way around the back end of the school and to where the chain link fence is that leads to the shop class of school. You can see the most recent project you've been working on, a relatively beaten up and stripped Ford Focus. It is kind of just laying around in parts. You recall the scathing bit of a lecture you got from the shop teacher before yesterday when you had lost one particular screw that would have held the chassis back in place, and you still don't know where it is. So what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. There was no lead in there to what I was...
I'm saying you're making your way to the school. You see the remnants of the project you tried working on that is now kind of a mess as you're making your way in.
Well, in my bag, I've probably got some spare screws here. It's not gonna look as pretty, but it'll be functional.
Alrighty. Go ahead and I'd say if you're looking for something that might work equivalently, yeah, we'll call this a brains check. DC of 10.
Okay. Let's see.
Was the kickflip a DC of 2?
DC was 4 because he's skateboarded before.
Okay. So this is a fair bit higher.
He's trying to find a specific part that he may or may not have in his backpack. A little tough.
Congrats on the highest DC we've set so far.
Alright, and how do I trigger this again? It's been a minute.
Alright, so on your character sheet, there should be an area where all your stats are. You would just click on the word, and it'll give you a pop-up for, like, modifiers. Just click accept.
Okay. Submit.
Alright, go ahead and take your adversity token.
I
You're looking through for a bunch of different screws in your backpack, hoping to find something, and you find a very long screw. However, it, when you placed into the chassis proper, wiggles all over the place. Doesn't actually fit and settle itself in very well. You're sure it's around here somewhere, but it is not on your person.
Alright, well, let's take a look around.
Sure enough, you make your way into the shop proper. Next up, we see a young man still laying in bed, tired, beaten from a long day of work the day prior, but just pulling himself out of bed to get started for the next day, because he has people to take care of. Grimm, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
My name is Reiner Takeshi. I've worked last night at a stall outside on a street, just serving like ramen and soup and stuff. Yes, I don't get a lot of sales, but I do it because the people close to me and my family enjoyed cooking so much that I want to move forward and stuff. And through it all, I've really want to just not think about certain things, especially since losing someone close to me.
So as you wake up in your bed, body tired from the late night of working, you can see that there's a notification on your phone. It is a text message from your landlord that says rent is due in a few days. The apartment that you're in, while it holds you and your family decently enough, it's not pristine living, to say the least. And you're hoping that you can get some decent sales today, hopefully, to hopefully mitigate any future woes, or at the very least to break even with rent.
Yeah, I work side jobs at different restaurants and stuff to live by on top of me trying to start my own business in hopes of maybe securing a restaurant.
As you make your way into the kitchen, kind of just scratching at the back of your head, getting ready for the day, you can see that there is a note from your sister. That she did try to wake you up earlier, but you just wouldn't move. So she went off to school on her own and hopes you have a very good day. There's a little heart emoji at the bottom.
Brings a smile into me, since knowing she's still trying her best to be happy with what little we have.
Fair enough. You begin getting yourself dressed for the day. Finally, we turn to a man that is just walking outside of his house, staring at his 1996 Chevy G20 green van that is almost an eyesore compared to the other vehicles in the driveway. Chase, if you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
I'm playing Gary Pasternak. He is a pretty average dude. He doesn't have too many crazy identifying features on him. He just looks like a background character for the most part. It's like 5'8"-ish, average build, average in a lot of ways. I assume he's coming out of a fairly large house with a bunch of fairly nice cars in the driveway.
Absolutely. Most of the models that are in the driveway are current year or within the last 2 years, but they're all pretty pristine and very cleanly washed. Though I would say out of all the vehicles here, yours is probably the shiniest, if only from meticulous cleaning yourself.
That is fair. It takes a lot to keep this thing alive. This baby's on death's door every day. I'm fighting the Grim Reaper to keep it running.
Exactly. You get a notification on your phone. It's from your boss. And it says, Gary, don't forget the lattes this time.
He never gives me the company card.
So what are you doing? You're still just outside your house? Car's just sitting there?
Rifle through my wallet to see how much money I have and if I can pay for lattes myself.
Sure enough. Cash-wise, you've got maybe like a 20 in your billfold, which would cover at least enough for the boss, but you know it's not just the boss getting coffee.
Yeah.
You look down at the silver card that is in your wallet. You kind of cringe at it because that is a emergency card.
I'm gonna get yelled at if I don't use it. I have no other choice. God help me. I'm gonna get into the van and do the 8 attempts to start it that it takes to actually ignite. And
you know what? Give me a grit check. We'll say DC is. We'll say DC's like 6.
oh boy! All right.
Is there a hope roll?
I have, due to my traits, I get a +1 bonus to grit checks. So
Yeah, so
it's
whatever
this
you
plus
roll-
1,
It'll be +1 of that. Yes.
5.
Sure enough, it takes you a good 10 minutes of sitting in the car just trying to get this thing started. Take your adversity token for not success.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with you guys?
After 10 minutes of trying to get this car started, you kind of, a little frustrated, go out to look under the hood to see what's wrong. And there's nothing there. It's all relatively in fine shape. You kind of kick it out of frustration, and with the key still in ignition, the car starts, but gives a very big sputter as smoke kind of juts its way out of the engine and puffs you in the face.
Okay, I gotta go. All right, I'm already late. I gotta go. Come on, baby, hold while we're on the street.
Sure enough, you pull out of your driveway and you begin making your way to one of the few coffee shops you know in town that hopefully will put a little slack on your end of things.
Mm-hmm. Get out, get on in, and try to get them lattes.
Exactly. ER,
Yo.
you make it to the gates of the school. It's a nice day. You can see that there are a lot of people that are slowly making their way to class. A lot of people very tired because why do we have to wake up this early in the morning to make it here?
Yeah.
There's a few people that kind of give you a few waves that kind of flag you down to be like, hey, you finally got the cast off. And before making their way off into class proper.
Yeah.
It's at this point that you get a notification on your phone.
A latte?
And that notification, it is not from a number you recognize. If anything, it's not really a number. It's from a web address. And you can see that there's not really a message associated with it, but rather there is an attachment, like an image that you could click on, or a link, if you will.
I would not say that ER has the best senses when it comes to
Online protection.
weighing suspicious activity. So it just goes, oh, someone sent me an image. Okay, I'll open it.
You open it. Sure
Oh,
enough,
wow.
you can see. You open it, and you can see that there is a looped GIF playing of an egg that is gray with sort of purplish spots on it. And as you kind of look at it, being like, what the heck is this little... A bright light shines from your phone and engulfs you.
Oh man, I got invited to the dark web.
Grayson,
Yeah.
as you're making your way back to class, you notice a notification from your headset.
What the hell?
It is from it's an email, but it is from a user that you do not recognize. What do you do?
Grayson knows better than to click on
strange links. But he's curious too.
Are you
Like,
just going to open it, or are you going to try and like dissect it? What are you going about with this?
I probably want to say he just deletes it, but then I don't want to be out of the game.
No, that's fine. So you delete it, and another image from the same sender comes in.
After the third time of trying, he's just like, okay, fine, what is this?
Sure enough, you go ahead and you click on the link, and you see there is an egg. It is sort of a lighter, I would say cream color with green spots. And the egg kind of just bounces up and down in a little GIF.
Oh.
And then a light shines from your goggles. And
My
envelops
eyes!
you. Riot,
Hello.
you're sorting through a variety of different parts over at the shop right now, just trying to find anything that'll hopefully get you out of this jam. When your phone goes off.
Okay. I check my phone.
Sure enough, there is a message from it's an email message from a site and username that you can't recognize. It seems like kind of random gibberish at first, but you can tell that there is an attachment with it.
I am not looking to fund a Nigerian prince today. Delete.
You delete it. Your phone goes off again, louder this time.
I look.
It's from the same user.
What the frick? I got Norton on this, right? Alright, fudge it. I click the link.
Sure enough, you click the link, and it shows a GIF of a bouncing egg. It is red in color with what appears to be brown spots that kind of bounce up and down. And as you go to put your phone down to go back to the shop, a light kind of slowly begins to emanate out of it before blinding you.
Ugh, what the hell?
And it envelops you. Reiner,
I'm sorry, I wrote something funny, but
as you're getting dressed to start the day,
Sorry.
you get a notification on your phone. You can see that it is from a web address. But what's weird is that it's not coming through like a mail app. It's coming like from a text message app.
What the heck? Is this one of my old friends from high school playing a trick on me? God. Whatever. Click it.
Do you open it?
Yeah, open it.
Fair enough. You click on the link and you see a bouncing egg. It is purple in design with black spots, kind of bouncing up and down. And as you're kind of looking at it, just like, what is this little... A bright light shines out of your phone, kind of blinding you. Before you disappear.
Oh, thank God. I didn't know if I disappeared.
Gary,
Yeah, I need an ice half-calf ristretto venti 4-pump sugar-free cinnamon dolce soy skinny latte. I need a caramel macchiato venti skim. Fuck, the list is torn.
as you're waiting in your car, trying to rev the gas to keep the engine from dying on you again, you get a notification on your phone.
Oh, damn, I didn't even make it to get the coffee. Damn.
No, you're there waiting for the coffees.
Oh, so I've paid for them, and they haven't shown up yet.
They have not shown up yet. You're
Oh,
kind of
thank
sitting waiting
goodness.
for them.
Thank goodness I've lost all this money before I get abducted into the digital world. Uh-huh.
You don't know that.
I mean, Gary doesn't know
The
that.
Pokemon world, come on.
Yep. You get a notification on your phone.
It's probably the boss yelling at me. Pull it out and check it.
Sure enough, there are 2 messages. One from your boss that says, "Gary, where are you?"
Uh-huh.
And another from a user you don't recognize.
I reply to my boss, and I'm gonna say, "Yeah, the coffee place is packed today." Even if it's not. I'll be there in 5 minutes. And then I check the other notification.
Sure enough, you can see that there's a link that is attached to that other message. And as you're kind of looking at it, being like, what the heck is this? You can see another notification from your boss saying, "Don't give me that bullshit, Gary. I know that this town is small. Get the coffee and make your way here."
Just like say out loud, like, what the hell do they want? Like me to get a note from the coffee shop saying, "Oh yeah, sorry, you ordered 53 lattes and it takes a second to get them." Cool.
All
yeah, let
new
me just get a
hires.
note from my barista. The hell? And I like click the link.
Sure enough, you click on the link, and there is a bouncing egg there that is sort of a lighter brown color with blue spots. And as you're kind of looking at your phone, like, what the heck is this little thing? The high beams on your van start shining out, and all of your alarms in your car start going off, like, and it is a chaos for you.
Oh, if I'm not already in the car, I'm running to it.
You're in the car waiting for them.
Cool,
so
perfect.
as
I
you're
wasn't
just
sure if I was
looking
in
at
the drive-thru or not.
notifications.
Yeah, I like trying to turn my brights off. I'm like trying to take the keys out of the ignition. I'm like trying to stop it by any means necessary.
You take the keys out of your ignition, the car is still going wild, and as you look to your phone that's kind of sitting, like as you've tossed it off into the passenger side seat, it starts shining a bright light, and it, combined with the light from your van, engulfs you. The lot of you find that you are not where you previously left yourselves. You can see that after the light fades, this is not town. This is not the school. This is not my apartment. This is not my car. Instead, what you find are incredibly tall trees surrounding you.
Are we on like free actions? Is it someone's turn? Are we all together?
You are all not together, no, but you do see that you are just surrounded by these incredibly tall trees before you.
So I just want to point out that I was skateboarding while looking at my phone while this all happens. So I 100% skateboard straight into a tree.
Fair enough.
What the heck? Oh!
And I was skydiving before.
ER, as you were you go from solid ground that is concrete to rough, patchy dirt mixed with grass and roots that catch the wheels of your skateboard and you go flying off.
Who planted a garden here?
I would like you, ER, to roll me we'll say a brawn check, DC of 7.
Not a problem.
Fair enough. You brush it off. It's no big deal. You've had worse falls before.
Wait, are you the only one who succeeded so far?
Yes.
As you're kind of rubbing at the the slight ouchies from falling down, everyone else, you all do hear, coming from various directions, the sound of a young man going, "Ow!" That kind of echoes out.
Grayson hears another person, and he's like, fantastic. If it's one thing I hate more than PE, it's nature. And I go to find another person.
Fair enough. Gary,
Yep.
when you look around to be like, why am I suddenly here in this very dense forest? As you're looking around, you notice it's not just you that's here, but also your van.
Am I still in my van?
You are still in your van, yes.
I'd like to stay in my van.
Fair enough.
Is it gonna go anywhere?
The alarms at this point have ceased, but the lights are still flashing, even with the key turned out.
Ooh, that's
Just like-
bad.
Here, fucking distantly, just like, like smacks into a tree from out on the other side of the window, and
Yeah,
I'm just gonna try my car. I'm just gonna try my car and see if it turns on to attempt to gain some control of the situation.
You fool!
Sure.
Don't make noises.
Sure, Gary. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a grit check. We'll say the DC is. What's a respectable DC for this?
40.
I think so.
I'm gonna say the DC is 13.
Oh God! Exploding dice.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
All right, hold on. Oh my God! It exploded twice.
It did explode twice.
It exploded twice.
So, sure enough, Gary, you, to try and get some level of control in the situation, grab onto the grab onto the steering wheel, clutch the key in the ignition, and go, please, just once. And you turn the key, and it's like the first time this thing had ever started up. It is clean, and it breathes to life. And everyone else hears the sound of an engine starting.
I hide.
I recognize the sound of that engine.
You'd recognize that it is the sound of a car starting.
Okay, because I did.
definitely recognize the sound of that engine.
I
Yes,
actually don't know
Riot?
if you do because it worked.
But that said, Riot, you do hear the sound of a clean engine starting.
I'm still just like, what the hell's going on? Is this some sort of VR experience?
Sure. All right. I'd say give me a. You know what? Sure. Give me Rainer. Give me a grit check. We'll say DC of 10.
Oh boy, am I great? Oh, okay. We'll find out. Wait, what the?
Can I just say, this is the first time I've ever heard of Truck Coon getting isekai'd.
I'm coming with you.
So
Yeah,
yeah, when you click
after-
on the word grit, then you can click accept for the no modifiers.
Oh, it's okay. Okay.
I just have a question after Grimm's thing's resolved. Oh no!
Fair enough. Take your adversity token for 1. For 2, clearly this isn't real. Clearly you're still dreaming.
Did I not wake up? Oh god damn
You must
it.
be real tired if you are having this vivid of a dream.
Fuck! Oh god, how do I wake up? Oh, I'm gonna be late. Oh!
But you do hear the sound of an engine still running, and Gary, you're in the car.
I'm gonna.
Gary just slowly brings his forehead down to rest on the top of the steering wheel and stares into the distance at nothing on the inside of his car.
That's completely fair. Grayson, you were saying something. Sorry.
I was wondering if I could like find some place like sort of a tree to lean up against, take out my laptop, and see if I can find Wi-Fi.
You know what? Sure. You go ahead and you pull out your laptop out of your backpack, and I'd say give me a brains check. A DC of, we'll say 7.
Exploding dice. Oh wow, I succeed.
Fair enough. Yeah, you open it up, and there's no Wi-Fi button to click on at the very least. But when you go to pull up like a browser, it works. You go to try a quick, simple Google search, and it works.
Can I ping Google and that still works?
When you try to message anyone, like via like a help desk or something like that, an error message pops up.
Huh. Like, so if I try to pull up my command prompt and I just 8.8.8.8, that doesn't give me anything, but I can still browse.
You are certainly still able to browse the internet. When you pull up the command menu, it looks different. It doesn't seem very consistent to how you have seen previous ones before. There are options that previously were not here, and you're not sure how to interpret them.
Did my did Windows run an update? Is this Windows 11? What the fuck? I didn't ask for an update. What? I hate it here.
But the Wi-Fi does work.
I'm so confused.
So, considering recap, just popped into a world unfamiliar with, heard a car noise, and that's the one thing he has any knowledge or control over. I would go fucking running towards whatever it is. Even more so, if I remember right, we said, so like, he has a jack handle was the thing that was gonna come with him. So that was
correct.
still in his hand. So run to attack the car, perceiving it's a threat.
Sure enough, you have the jack handle in your arms, kind of raised almost like as a makeshift bat or sword. And you run into a small clearing, and you see a very recognizable van. And someone sitting in the driver's seat with his head pressed against the steering wheel.
I lose the intent to attack. I walk up to the side of the car and knock on his rolled up window.
Gary, as you're sitting there trying to contemplate life and go, thank God I finally have some level of control, you get a tap, tap, tap on your window right next to you.
Fucking Gary attempts to roll away from that window to the other seat while still seat belted in.
Sure enough, you go ahead and you try your best to like roll over. The seatbelt catches immediately and pulls you back into a seated position. It feels like a vice grip as the van itself is almost trying to keep you from moving.
I very, very slowly turn towards the sound.
You look to your left, and immediately there, you see a familiar-looking kid.
I turn off the radio.
Fair enough.
You would have heard, if you were able to hear through the window, track 5 of the best of Metallica's greatest hits. 1, about 3/4 of the way through. And
Slightly
Gary,
muffled, but right, you would be
yeah,
able to
slightly
place it.
muffled. Gary slowly narrows his eyes. Ryan? The window's still rolled up.
You do hear muffled slightly from the other side, right?
I start pointing down, mimic, like, to mime, you want to roll down the window?
I begin using the hand, the hand crank to roll the window down, as
Good old
best as it will work.
1996. Sure enough, yeah, it rolls down with ease. Luckily, this is the one part of the car that isn't usually busted.
The window's like new, baby. I roll it down like an inch. And I like lean, like angle my head upward towards the opening. What's happening?
Yeah. I was kind of going to ask the same thing, Wait, do you happen to know where the rest of the jack is that this handle came from? Also, where are we?
If I get out of the van, are you going to accost me with the jack handle? I've rolled the window up slightly.
I have no intentions of hurting you currently.
It rolls up the rest of the way. He locks the door.
So while this is going on, ER, what are you doing?
Did I hear the sound of the car?
You do hear the sound of a car running right now.
Oh, dope. People. So I mentioned I would head over in that direction because I don't think he's... As far as ER is aware, this just seems like a weird place. I don't think he's... because this... I don't think he understands with a full grasp of what's happened yet.
Long
So
turn.
he's not that... like... concerned yet?
That's fine. You start making your way towards where all the noise is. Reiner?
Say what?
Right.
Reiner.
Reiner, sorry.
I run up to the car, the bus. Do I get there while all this commotion's happening?
Yeah, sure. You're coming up just as ER is, because Grayson's still browsing the web at the moment. Sure enough, you can see that the car is running. There's a man who's currently clicked the lock button on his car. You can see there's a taller young man kind of holding the equivalent of a tire iron in his hands as you enter into the clearing where this car is. And it's where you would see each other as you're both entering.
Okay. So I'm really angry that I'm still sleeping.
Right?
So I'm gonna scream,
Hey! What's going on? Why am I still asleep?
Soup dude!
what the hell?
Hey man, how's it going?
What the hell you're doing here? Shouldn't you be in school or something?
Was on my
Wait.
way.
Oh, wait,
But,
this is a dream.
Yeah, I'm just... I don't know, I got an email or a text or something, and then I ran straight into a wall, I think. I don't know.
This dream is weird.
Dream? Oh, no, I didn't consider that. Maybe I got knocked out?
It doesn't matter. You're just an illusion. I just want to wake up.
Oh, okay. I slap him.
All right, you know what? Go ahead and roll me... All right, you know what? Fair enough. ER, roll me a fight roll, and Takeshi, go ahead and roll me a... We'll say a brawn check. These will be opposed rolls. Make sure to add your modifiers and let me know.
Oh
if they are.
God!
Well, I got
That's on
plus
a-
on the brain.
That's on a
charm.
D12.
Yeah, so
That
just,
was
yeah,
very
just
unfortunate.
so yeah, just the brawn check for
Judge,
Grimm.
I have nothing else.
To be fair, you're not
That's
trying
fine.
to slap the shit out of him.
Fair enough. So sure enough, ER, you go ahead and you give him a nice little slap. Reiner's face doesn't move when you hit him, and
Damn, dude.
Reiner, you feel the sting a little bit. There wasn't a lot of force behind it, but your cheek does still sting as he pulls his hand away.
Dude,
I
that was
wanna-
cool.
I want to comedically punch him without hurting him. Because
Okay.
I was,
Just
I was
have
just
me
up for
ragdoll.
I don't want to, like, you know, like comedically you punch somebody and they're like flying in the air. I don't want to hurt them. I just want to feel
shove.
like
Basically
I
just
want to
shove.
feel like know your place. Like
No, that's fine. So
You're
sure enough,
cool.
you go ahead and you take the hit, and you're just like, okay, and you give him a nice little, quick, like thrusting punch back, knocks him back like a step.
New
Yeah,
cast.
Yeah, rubs at his arm that just recently healed.
I'm still
Sorry.
asleep.
I mean, did that hurt?
I mean, kinda.
I mean, then you're awake.
No,
I mean,
it has to be
you can't-
harder.
You can't feel pain in your dreams, right? That's how that works.
I don't know. The figment of imagination. All that shit. I don't really fucking care. I just want to wake up. Just hit me again.
Oh, okay. Attempt to hit him again.
So as this slap match is going,
I like to imagine like every time I hit you, you still get annoyed and kind of like punch me back.
Sorry, habit.
Hey,
force of habit. It's a
What
reflex.
are you guys doing over there?
Huh?
Yep. So Riot, you turn and you see Reiner and ER kind of having a slap match with each other. It's the equivalent of like those slap fight competitions where like they try to slap each other the hardest and knock the other one out. It is really sad to see because ER's really not putting any effort in, and Takeshi in response is kind of reflexively just punching him.
It's like
And then ER is forgetting
like
that every time he does it, he gets hit. He's just doing it. It's your friend. Ow!
It's like weak slap, and then I get hit in the punch in the arm, and he just like just like rubs it.
it's like Ben Stiller and the monkey from Night at the Museum.
Exactly that.
That's our
But-
gimmick.
So as they are having a nice little slap fight, Grayson, you make your way into the clearing, where there's definitely a little bit more commotion than just the car.
So
As
I
you
walk.
see two men slapping each other and punching. A guy that's a little outraged holding a piece of metal, and a man who is currently cowering in his car.
So I see two people fighting, and one guy seemingly accosting a man in his car.
Well, he's turned now to the men who are fighting each other.
I slowly crouch into the bushes,
Alrighty. You know what?
terrified of the scene.
I'd say just give me a flat flight roll.
I want to fail this so bad.
Just, I'm not gonna set a DC to this. I just want to see how stealthy you're trying to be.
Oh,
Okay.
Not bad.
I mean, yeah, there's enough tree cover, and they are distracted enough to not have seen you.
Oh boy.
I wanted to be so loud that we stop and notice. Like, what is he doing? I don't know. Just keep hitting me. I don't care. Let me get out of here. Okay.
Man, why does he ask me to keep hitting? Oh, he hit me back.
Gary, the car is still running.
I try to drive away.
Sure enough, you begin to try and drive, and as you start slowly rolling across the bumpy ground, which is not doing anything for your shocks right now.
I put my thumb out for like hitchhiker.
You certainly can. You'd have to break out of your hiding position.
Yeah.
I do that because right now I want security in 4 walls.
Gary, as you're trying to drive away, you see in your rearview mirror a kid that is making his way towards your car with like the hitchhiker's thumb out.
What is going on here?
It would
Looking
be
in
funny.
your other rearview mirror, you see the other 3 individuals that are 2 having a slap fight and 1 that's just holding holding a jack hitch.
This place is wrong, and I am in danger.
Yeah.
How-
that car, he's not gonna get far.
How far? You know, how far away is the wizard? Quote unquote, Reese.
From you, maybe a good 50 feet, but just slowly gaining because you're not driving fast.
Okay. So I'd probably recognize him from there. Then I imagine.
Yeah, you could. You could.
I'll stop, and I'll unlock the passenger door.
Alrighty.
I don't know if you know me, Grayson McKnight. What the fuck going on here? Thanks, by the way. This place is weird.
Why do I have you in my notes as Reese? What
Oh,
happened to
that was my character's name originally before we had
I'm
like 3
changing
people.
it.
We have like
3
Rhino.
Rs.
Yeah.
I'm changing it. Okay, I've changed it in my notes. Hooray! Anyway, are you the guy that hacked my dad's speech?
I have no idea who could have possibly done that, but they're probably very smart and handsome. Damn it.
This place is full of the most awful people to ever exist. And
Hey!
I'm trapped with them.
I'm not that bad, am I?
You want me to hit you with my skateboard? Because that might be better.
Oh, that's ER.
You're better than whatever is going on out there, and I feel like I need some form of companionship or my psyche is gonna split in half, so I'm gonna lock all the doors, and we're gonna root through whatever random crap is still in the back of this van, and we're gonna try to build some sort of shelter, and we're gonna try to weather this out, okay?
And can me and ER get to the door too? Like we gave
We'll
up.
go
I was like,
rebuild society.
So as they're having this discussion, you want to stop your slap fight and make your way.
yeah,
to
it's
the
like
van.
this is not working. Oh, hey, that car door's open. Maybe we
Fair
go in
enough.
there.
I assume you shut it behind you.
I did not.
I
So-
assumed you did. Get the
Cars in park. Cars in park.
Sorry.
Doors-
My
sorry.
hand's on the door. That's no,
No, it's
been
not.
closed. Yeah, it is.
No,
Sorry.
it's not.
We'll
Sorry,
roll
sorry.
for it.
So, all right, I need some elaboration. What are people doing right now?
Well, they
I'm
were
jumping in the
talking-
back.
Grim
of
has
the car.
flash stepped into my car.
You guys are
apparently.
talking for like a good several minutes. Okay.
I thought he
Happened
got
to
in the
Shay.
car when you up.
No,
There
he didn't
is
get
scene.
into the car. He opened the door and was like, "Hey, how's it going?" and sat
Yeah.
in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I would have
Uh,
immediately had him get in and close the
Right.
door.
That's fair.
Should have said that.
So the
He
car's
didn't
still
say
in park.
anything else.
So guys, car's still in park
Again.
as you guys make your way over there. Grayson, as you sit down, there's something that you sit on that you didn't see previously.
I jump up and turn around to look.
You look down and Gary, you kind of look and be like, what the heck's going on? You realize that where he sat on was where your phone was.
Mhm.
And you look down to see where your phone is. That's not your phone sitting there. Instead, in its place, you can see what looks to be kind of like a small rectangular device with a few buttons on it and a small little screen. It's even got a keychain.
Is that Tamagotchi or something?
I don't know. I thought. Here, I'm gonna grab it, like pick it up and look at it.
Sure enough, you take a look at it, and as soon as you do, the screen kind of lights up, and you can see that there is a notification on the front, like as in a notice, if you will.
Is this thing a pager? What is this?
I'm gonna try to pull out my phone just to see if I can like Google anything about who I think that might be. Like, I've never seen any tech like that, I assume.
Sure enough, you pull out your phone, or where your phone was, and you pull out a similar device but in different color.
Ah, shit, I just upgraded. Mom's gonna kill me.
But
Check
sure
my
enough, you also have
notification.
a notification as well.
At least the screen's not cracked.
Yep, I'm gonna check on that notification.
While all this is going on, I'm just casually walking to catch up to the side of the fucking.
The van is stopped at this point, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yes, everyone else is there. Clicking on the notification, you can see that there is a text message of sorts, but you cannot make heads or tails of it because all of the characters keep changing. You can tell where there are like breaks where words and sentences would be, but everything keeps changing and like almost cycling through the alphanumeric system. It's going through letters and numbers at such a fast pace, it's not locking into anything.
You broke my thingamajig with your butt when you sat on it.
I'm sorry.
Grayson, when you take a look and check your notification, it is the same thing. Same message, same scrolling text that you cannot make heads or tails of.
Am I able to touch and check with the screen, or do I need to use the buttons?
You would use the buttons to navigate, and it's pretty easy to sort of start figuring out just from looking through it of like where a select button would be, an enter button would be, and a back button.
Gross. This isn't touchscreen. Low tech.
I feel like by this point they definitely would have made it to the car.
Yeah, they're outside the car right now, kind of looking at you guys as you're having this conversation.
Is that my brother's friend?
Who?
I think my older brother hangs out with that guy in the driver's seat.
You're older.
Gary?
Why the hell are you guys all here in my dream?
You think this is a dream?
What the hell? You're here too?
If it's a dream, that's a very lucid one. Also, please leave me alone. I'm very squishy.
This is all muffled, by the way, because the windows are still rolled up.
Close the door.
Oh man, I didn't know Grayson and Gary knew each other.
Oh wait, Grace. Wait. You mean the wizard?
Yeah.
Okay, now okay. It's just been. Holy shit! That guy used to give me games. What the fuck? Give me free games.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a dream. I need to get out of here, please. I got work.
You're the noodle guy.
I don't
The what?
want to be the one to break this to anyone, but judging by who's here, and you think you're asleep, I just fucking got here out of frickin' nowhere.
I punched you a long time ago. What are you doing here?
That kind of leads to my theory. We might be in hell.
The only thing I don't know is what the fuck this bus is. So that means it's the only way out of here.
I am absolutely certain we're in hell because of this thing. I am 90% certain this car blew up and took him with it.
Look, there's no way we can be hell. I'm here.
As you're kind of arguing over is this hell or not, there is a bit of rustling coming from one of the nearby branches of the tree.
Pull up my gun. No. You have what? No, I hold up my skateboard in defense.
Spending 2 adversity tokens, I take the prepared power and pull out my gun.
I hide behind Gary.
Yes, your water
Anyway.
gun. Absolutely. So,
The only guns I need are my fists.
Welcome
I'm
to the
going to
gun
delete
show.
my phone from my backpack.
up at the top of the tree, hanging down and kind of looking over this whole conversation, you see what can only be described as the oddest monkey you have ever seen in your life. Kind of just hanging from the branches above, looking down at you all. And as it sort of sweeps over, Riot, this monkey locks eyes with you.
I'm gonna take a ready stance with my jack handle.
So, Flamemon, you found him. You figured they would land somewhere around here.
But I found you. Hi.
Got it. This is a dream. There's no way that thing could talk.
You can talk.
Yeah. I mean, oh my
Also
god,
begins
you
to
can
lean on
talk.
the whole dream theory, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll just
I'm
walk over
pretty
here.
certain this thing's like a fire demon. I'm still with
What?
the we're in hell theory.
What's a hell?
Of course you wouldn't know what hell is. You're a demon. It's not like you've been outside.
Well, hell, spending like 6 months in a cast when you can't do kick flips, it's really annoying, really frustrating.
I'm not some sort of demon. I'm Flamemon.
Oh, thanks for clearing that up, man.
The
Appreciate it.
last part of your name is Mon. Demon.
And the best part of my name is Flame, not D.
I mean, valid point, but
He's got us now. He's
Yeah,
got us now.
thank you, random guy.
That is a speaking sentient fire monkey. Whatever drugs I've been laced with, I want to get off this wild ride.
okay.
Why? What do you know that thing? What does it seem to know you?
I don't know why it knows me, but the only way any of this is going to make sense is if we ask it what it thinks it is. Okay, let's just run with the hallucination this day is. Who are you?
Oh my god, you guys like really don't know the script, do ya? I'm a Digimon.
Oh, a Digimon! I get it. Okay, cool. I kind of lean into Rhino. Yo, man, you know what a Digimon is?
No, just keep slapping me. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, it's like as hard as I can.
Actually, put
Grayson.
effort next this time.
Yeah.
Grayson, I would like you to roll me a brains check. DC is 15.
Oh wow! I got
Holy
15.
sh!
Let's go!
You remember a long while ago, at least a good year and a half or so, hearing about an incident that had happened years before you were born. And that there is a rumor going around on the internet that the apps that we use or the different functions that are around on the web that kind of keep things running, that they aren't just bits and lines of text, that it seems impossible for them to just run without some sort of consciousness and consistently run without a consciousness. So someone suggested that maybe there is something more to it. And the term Digimon was thrown out once and immediately dismissed. This thing claims to be one.
What the hell? Actually, I think a while back I heard of this thing, heard of Digimon back on my research, but no one actually takes them seriously.
Okay, I've heard of Bigfoot, but if someone came up to me claiming they were Bigfoot, it doesn't mean I'm going to take it at face value.
Well, if a person comes up and says I'm Bigfoot and has a flaming tail and looks like that, I might take them at their word.
That doesn't look like Bigfoot. I would not. I would take them to say that they were something else than that, but I see your point.
Okay, but what if their name was Flaming Tail Monkey Man? And then
I mean,
they
that's
showed
not my name though, bro.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
It's Flamemon. I'm not really saying how hard this is to grasp.
Okay, so you clearly know this place in your own way better than we do, at least.
Yeah.
So, Digimon, are you the only one? Are you like
Heck
an
no.
urban legend?
No, there's plenty of us.
Plenty of us.
Flamemon, you know the others are nearby and we're searching. And you could probably hail them down if you wanted, or go to try and find them.
Yeah, let me just call the others, and can Flamemon try to light up his hands with some fire to sort of try to get signal flare outs?
You know what? Sure. How about for that, we'll have Flamemon roll a, we'll say it's a charm check, DC 5.
Cool. Pyro, can you roll that?
Okay.
Oh wait, I have access to the sheet. I forgot.
You do have access to the sheet, so you are able to
Anyway,
do
did we cover
based
that
on
while
things.
playing each other's Digimon vocally?
We did
Yes,
not.
hello everyone. This is now a thing.
Yeah, there's pre-assigned that each of us has a role as another person's Digimon. But does that mean they're also rolling for that Digimon?
They can. They have access to the sheet, but I would say for combat
failed.
purposes, we'll leave it to the person.
Got you. Okay.
We'll get to that later. So, Flamemon, you go ahead and you try and shoot out a couple of sparks just to get some people's attention. You also realize that as you try to do so, you're like, I'm going to dual-handed this thing. And so you shoot out some flames, realizing that one of your arms was gripping the tree.
Oh,
and
balls.
you plummet. The noise is loud enough to at least alert one of your nearby companions as stumbling along, kind of floating down from one of the trees, you see this creature kind of waddle its way in.
Ah, well, there you are.
What the hell?
Hey, okay. Flamon, you need to work on your signaling skills. Oh, great, you found... Wow, they're all together. That's very convenient.
That is a helicopter pug.
Carrier.
You go ahead
You're-
and take that, buddy.
There's another one, guys. There's more Digimon things.
Gary unbuckles his seatbelt and goes into the back of his van and begins attempting to build some form of structure to protect himself from the monsters.
Come on, run
Fair enough.
straight for the door.
As you're kind of looking for things, you are sorting through stuff, and you notice movement from beside you as this individual next to you is also sorting through your stuff, trying to help you find something. It's wearing a very nice hat and scarf.
Hey there, buddy. What are we looking for in here? Also, this place smells funny.
Oh, okay. We're surrounded. Gary, don't panic, but we're surrounded.
Gary panics.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Gary immediately attempts to dive out the side door of the van.
Sure enough.
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't think this one speaks English.
Go ahead and
It's up to the cars like, hey guys, here with the door from...
Gary, go ahead and roll me a flight check, DC of 6.
I like to
You
think
got it.
Taramon gets hit with the door.
You slide the door open as you jump outwards and just dive into the grass.
Grayson panics and just turns on the wipers, hoping it distracts them.
Dude, do our Digimon know our names?
They do not.
Okay.
They just feel it. They know who you are, but they don't know who you are. You know
Okay,
what
I
I'm
just want
saying?
to make sure before I had Taramon address Grayson.
They are aware of who their partners are. You don't.
Blaymon goes up to Ryan like, these guys, am I right? Weirdos.
Is that rabbit talking? What was that?
It's a
That was-
terrier.
That's what's my character just ever briefly.
I'm a terrier, as in a dog. Get it? He turns to Grayson. He attacks some sense into this guy.
I'm still wrapping my head around what you are, man. I thought Digimon was just like an urban legend. And
Well, we're not. Come on, catch up.
It's at this point that Reiner, as you're trying to get an idea as to what the heck's going on, you can see that there is another one of these creatures kind of just leaning against the van with a little bit of a smolder, just observing the whole situation.
Can't believe I got brought into this. Bunch of nothing losers, I tell you what.
What the hell?
Don't you what the hell me. You put some respect when you're talking to me.
I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't give respect.
You think I know who the fuck you are? I kinda do. But that's neither here nor there. You fucking put some respect on my goddamn name, tell you what.
Yeah, I don't know. I only respect those who can actually fucking compete.
Oh, look at Mr. Dipshit. Doesn't look fucking ass over tea kettle talking a big game. All right, I fucking see you.
Whose kid is this?
Kid! All right, that's it. Put up your dukes.
This
Come on,
thing
Itmon,
is,
chill.
in comparison to you, Reiner, it's probably about up to your knee as it's putting its fists up in like a fisticuff stance.
Oh, I thought
you do.
I thought it was on top of the bus for a second. I
No,
thought he
it was
was
leaning next to one of the tires.
Oh, okay.
Itmon, buddy, chill. Like we're supposed to all
Chill
get along.
nothing. You see this guy's disrespect towards me? All right, come on, put your dukes up. I'm not trying to knock you out one shot. I got to give you a fair shake. Come on at me.
Come on, no, stop.
I mean, I'll do it.
You know,
but
yeah,
you gotta
go ahead, knock his
bomb.
block off. Go ahead, you got this, buddy.
Come on, show me your fighting stance. Come on.
Hey,
I
hey,
won't-
Gary,
I won't
this is gonna
do
be
much.
hilarious. You want some of this popcorn from a hat?
I'm so terrified of you.
I don't condone to beating up a kid, but I do condone to teaching one a lesson.
I said get in a fighting stance. I'll show you who's gonna learn something about something.
Guys, I'm really sorry. He's always like this. We've tried to talk to him.
So,
All right.
are you attempting to make a swing at Itmon?
Are you in a fighting stance?
I'll put my fists up, but like half knowing like what I'm going against. Like I think this is a literal kid.
Impmon
Like-
is going to drop his stance, put both hands on the ground, light the back of his foot on fire, and do a spinning sweep kick to knock Reiner on his ass.
All right. I would say, yeah, go ahead and give me a fight roll for Impmon. I would say, Reiner, you can choose to either tank the hit with a brawn check or try to dodge it with a flight check. Your choice.
It showed up as a Gary roll, but it's 4 for Impmon.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So you can choose either a flight or brawn check.
Let me see my things. Percent resisting.
Flight to dodge, brawn to tank.
I'm gonna do brawn.
All right, go ahead and give me a brawn check.
Oh.
Alrighty. Fair enough. That is a draw. So you go ahead and Impmon, you unleash this flying kick to sweep the leg, and it impacts. Reiner, you feel both the impact of the kick and the burning of the foot. You don't move very much. You kind of like your foot slides. You don't tumble.
Why am I
But it
badass?
but it hurt a lot more than ER has been hitting you. And if that's the way to wake up, you are feeling actual pain.
All right. Now this is a real fight. Okay. God damn, what the fuck are you?
Impmon is baffled. Impmon like fucking takes a step back and like gets into like a boxing stance, and he is obviously scared.
It is at this point that, as you guys are trying to get yourselves together, that finally waddling his way in, lost from all of the commotion, you see a small dragon make its way in to the clearing.
Dragon
Yo.
Hey, you guys here? Hey, sorry, I was just taking a second longer, you know, doing what I do best, being last. But hey, I finally see you. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, damn, that's a dragon.
No, I'm not a dragon.
Yo, look out! It's gonna eat your face.
I'm not gonna eat anyone's face. Just wanna fight about it.
What is it? Oh, why do all these things want to fight?
I gotta say, guys, I think some of these Digimon look real cool.
So we're just
Eeyore,
accepting that
buddy-
they're that now? Okay, sure.
Why
We're
are
good,
you
we're
so
not gonna have
calm?
to fight, right?
I mean, we can throw hands if you want, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, that's
You don't have to, dude.
Mine, you stay out of this. He's mine. I'm gonna fight him.
Yo, I'm
freak.
not. I don't want to deal with that guy. I'm talking to my guy.
Eeyore, why are you so calm?
Dramon, hold me back. I don't know what I'm gonna do to this guy.
I mean, if we're
I know what I'm
fighting
gonna do to
Gary,
this
I
guy.
can take you on if you want to get in.
You just offer to have you and like Magimon and Impmon beat the shit out of Gary. I barely heard the Magimon line. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, since they're all talking about fighting, Magimon's just like, I mean, Gary, if you want to get in on this just as a bonding experiment, I can take you on.
I surrender.
You know,
Surrender.
I gotta be real. I wasn't expecting you guys to be like this when we found you, but I am very happy you're like this. When you guys are so much more interesting than I was hoping for.
So you were actually looking for us, like you knew we would be here.
Yeah, hey, you got the Digivices, don't ya?
Yeah, you sillies. Did no one tell you about this?
I need a manual. Someone give me a tutorial, please.
Magumon, explain the rules to them.
Rules, right. I was the one who was supposed to
You wrote
remember
it down,
the
right?
rules to tell to our friends here.
Hey, Makima does not remember the rules. Got it. Okay, cool.
Well, fucked.
All right. Here's the abridged version of things. We are Digimon. You
No monsters.
yes.
Get it?
Just Digimon, though. Don't call us monsters. We don't need any of that judgment. We are here to assist you because you have those devices. That's pretty much it.
At which point, the only ones who are aware of it for the most part, being Gary and Grayson, the other three of you have kind of been like putzing about. You're like, what devices are you talking about? And that's when you go to check your phones, realize they are not your phones anymore.
What the hell?
So I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark and just say we're not in your Vista anymore, are we?
Where's my phone? I'm still paying my phone back.
I really hope this doesn't affect our miles. Our minutes.
Fix my screen. Wait, did it fix my screen?
This thing looks
Your
like a
screen is
goddamn
fixed.
Nokia.
It is
cool.
clear. It's not broken.
Awesome. Yo, this place is dope. It fixed my screen.
Don't you go getting any ideas about that thing in your hand there, bub. I ain't nobody's assistant, and you still haven't thrown a punch.
Taylor just shouts,
Where'd you cut out there?
Terrimon's just shouting, knock him out, rooting on Rhino.
No, Mom, we can't do this, okay? Come on. You know better. We went over this.
I don't know nothing. I
You're
didn't
so
go over
excited
nothing.
for this. Why are you acting like this?
I wasn't excited. You were excited. You're misremembering.
Yeah, we're all excited.
You know, to
You're
be
not
fair,
very
it's a
excited.
great way to see what he's capable of.
I don't accept this one. There must be some kind of mistake.
It is at this point that as you are all kind of figuring out what's going on,
Oh boy.
you hear some rumbling in the trees that are slowly but surely approaching. With a nice thump, thump, crash. Gary, you start running.
Well,
Yeah, come on, man.
That's all I
I'm another
had to hear.
Digimon.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I mean, dude, they've been friendly so far. Except for Impmon. He wants to fight.
I also have the cowardly flaw, so I will also flee for my life.
Oh, you begin following after Gary. As
Us cowards, we got to
as-
cower together.
as two of your,
I rolled, but
two of your
doesn't-
partners have decided to start fleeing.
There we go. Oh,
Hey, where are we running to, pal?
How are you so fast?
If we get
Paimon just
one-
kind of floats and latches onto Grayson's shoulder. Where you going?
And-
far away from the sound of doom. Thank you.
The sound is definitely coming faster, and for the Digimon, you knew full well that there's definitely some dangerous Digimon that are in the area, some stuff that naturally needs to eat and will go out of its way to collect data in order to feed itself.
Oh man, you think the commotion
But-
I was making? Oh boy.
But you didn't remember seeing any, at least dangerous Digimon in the area when you went to scout about. So it must be coming from another direction that you didn't see coming. But it is still approaching fast as you all are kind of trekking off in that direction. I don't know if you guys are all following after Gary and Grayson, or if they're just hiding in the trees.
I'm gonna.
Flamon, I thought you said there was nothing here.
I thought, dude, I thought I checked. Terriermon, you checked like the east, right?
Nope.
Oh man, Terriermon.
Impmon's gonna roll a brains check. Does he know what kind of Digimon's coming?
You know what? Sure. I mean, I didn't set a DC, but thanks for rolling.
Sorry.
Yeah, usually you gotta let me decide that first.
That
before
is
you
fair,
Go about
sorry.
rolling on things. So, just aware for you guys. That way, you guys can actually earn adversity tokens.
Fair.
I'll let you roll that brains check again, but let me set the DC at, we'll say 15.
Okay.
Because it's hard to determine a specific Digimon based off of just sound alone.
Fair.
Just double checking. I got an adversity token because I failed to slap the crap out of Rhino, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, just making sure I mark that.
And
Yeah.
Flamemon got an adversity token because of his failed signaling.
Yes, so that
What does a
goes
tie do?
to Riot.
Does a tie?
Oh, that
Uh,
applies to Riot.
A
Oh, so you got
tie-
that token.
There-
So a tie would actually not break one. So,
okay.
but Amon, you have no idea what's coming potentially. As far as you're aware, it's big because it's making a lot of noise. But as for type or what size it, or rather what it is, your guess is as good as any. It could be a Greymon, it could be a Seadramon, it could be a Kuwagamon. You have no idea. But you know
I can
it's
take
big
it.
and it's coming.
I can take any of those.
Can Magimon, far away from being able to inform them in any way what's coming, roll to see if he knows what it is?
Sure. We'll say it's the same thing. Brain check of 15, just to see if you can figure it out.
In the meanwhile, Flamemon
Just
is like
from sound.
Flamemon's just gonna crack his knuckles and like be ready. Like those sparks come off his knuckles as he cracks them.
Fair
So we find or we fleeing.
Oh, I'm ready to tussle.
So, Magimon, you have no idea, but it's big, and it certainly wasn't from the direction that you came. Because as soon as that door to the van opened, you were able to sneak in when Grayson got in. That was the most you kind of did.
Fair.
So yeah, go ahead and Gary, you can take your adversity token for that.
Alright. Oh, that was for Impmon's roll. Would
Do you-
Impmon get an adversity?
Do our
No,
Digimon
but
know their
you got
name?
one because Magimon rolled and failed.
Ah.
So- But
So then, yeah, okay.
yeah, because anything that your Digimon earns goes directly to you as the
Oh, cool.
as the thing.
Oh, you got the adversity token from Flamemon, right?
Oh, let me add that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be sure
just
to.
want to make sure you got that.
Also, Grimm, you'd get one from Impmon failing to know what's coming.
Oh, okay.
It'll take a
So-
little while for us to get the hang of that.
Impmon's gonna step in front of Reiner and as though he's protecting him. Be like, just watch and learn.
The hell are you doing?
I'll show you what real strength is.
You couldn't even
And-
take me down. What do you think you're gonna take
You
this
shut
giant
up!
bear?
I was holding back.
The crashing gets
You
louder
wasn't.
and louder
Oh boy.
until cresting
Don't
its way
worry.
out of the trees. The Digimon at least would recognize what type of what Digimon this is. You see, for the humans in the room, you see a very large and horned blue dinosaur start trekking its way out of the forest into the clearing proper. As it lets out as it kind of looks around at the lot of you.
Yo, I didn't know they got that big.
Is that a crocodile?
What about that looks like a crocodile, man?
I mean, there's no way it's a dinosaur. I mean, this is my dream.
It has horns, man.
Yeah,
I got a dinosaur right here.
Yeah, I'm back to my theory. We're in hell.
It's blue.
It's not like there's a freaking assured color coordination.
Nah, man, blue doesn't exist in hell.
For the Digimon looking, you would recognize that this is Vidramon standing before you, but there's something off about how it looks. Looking into its eyes, it looks like cascading data instead of an iris.
Ooh.
And as it turns to you, it lets out a guttural roar that sounds like
Beedramon, you okay there, buddy?
Flamemon does the Henry Cavill reloading of his biceps.
Mason, I
And
think we're
it-
going to need to get in there.
It
What?
slowly begins to approach towards you. It takes a stomp, and actually, I'm gonna roll to see if it hits the van.
Oh no! That's so
Gary's
home.
not there to protect it.
I hold
You
up my
see-
laptop as a shield.
You see that he starts stomping towards, and he does not stomp on the van, but he kicks it and kind of sends it spinning, and it topples over to its side.
No!
As
Gary,
it
you
look-
He's so far gone.
and lets out another roar.
It's not a good day.
ER turns to Malajimon with the Digivice, like, okay, what do these things do?
The what?
The Digivice.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We just thought, like, yeah, we gotta find you guys, and that was kind of the end of the script for us.
Okay.
Right.
New plan. Flamedramon, please tell me you're a good fighter.
The best. Don't ignore
Yeah,
it, man.
right.
Yeah, see, I knew you were gonna do the whole thing, man. Every time.
Yeah, no, everyone knows I'm the strongest.
Who is everyone?
Yeah,
Okay,
You
Everyone.
see that
New
the
idea.
Vidramon.
prove it.
You see that the
I-
Vidramon takes a swing at one of the nearby trees, slashing at it with its claws. And you see the area where it slashed at has become like a set of cascading data that has been almost removed from the tree. For the
Maybe-
Digimon here, you would know that, yeah, this thing's got destructive power, but when you slash at a tree, usually splinters go everywhere. There's no collateral from the slash as the tree begins to fall. The data's just gone.
Maybe don't get touched by it. Stick to range.
And it lets out one more.
oh, it's getting angry, guys.
And I would like everyone to prepare to roll initiative going into our first break.
Oh, dip.
Also,
Roll
can-
initiative. If you get too low, we don't get a break.
Can you move Terriermon to be over my icon? Because like it's just like off the
Just
scale.
slightly off.
Yeah, it's been bugging me for the entire time. I didn't
Let
wanna
me
say-
let me go ahead and objects and tokens. There we go.
So we're doing it now and then going break?
There we
or
go.
we're doing
Thank
it-
Yeah, we're rolling for
I'd-
turn order,
so
and then we're taking a
gonna
break.
add initiative. So let me go ahead and add a turn for Digimon at the very least into initiative.
Time for me to Google Flamemon's attack names.
Oh, it will not give me an initiative tracker. That is sad. I guess I'll have to do it manually. What a shame. So everybody just roll me a flight roll, and we'll add the numbers.
Right, from our kids or from our Digimon?
Both.
Oh,
You guys are
shit.
working together.
Okay.
Okay, Terriermon's up next.
Oh, yeah, am I? Well, hold on.
Ah, Terriermon, you fuck! You're supposed to be fast.
Then mine-
It was a flight roll, Pyro.
a
Oh,
flight,
sorry.
not fight. Yeah, flight
Sorry,
isn't
sorry,
running.
sorry.
It's your
Fixing it.
speed.
How
good, man.
dare you?
mine-
So,
so-
be sure to add your numbers. If your dice explodes, ignore the explosion. Just give me the flat whatever the max value was, and add those together. Tell me what your total number is for you and your Digimon.
Monodramon.
Eric roll. I rolled for Malajimon, I think.
Alright.
Wait, who rolls for the Digimon? The human.
Yeah, human does. Human does. Yes. So roll for yourself and your Digimon.
Oh,
Okay,
Okay.
so my total
I
is
think
7.
I think I did that wrong.
Alrighty. So
Yeah, I'm just putting mine in chat.
fair enough.
Alright.
Grayson and Terriermon, a total of 5.
Frick, now you get Hitmon's up.
Yeah, so-
10 total for
ER.
ER.
So that's 4.
4 for good old Reiner then.
Oh wow, I'm not putting the real.
Where's Gary at?
Gary was the first Impmon roll, because I forgot to change my claim for that, but that was
All
a
right.
2 plus an 8 for
Wait,
10
how-
total.
10 total. Very well.
Hey,
How do you do a claim?
In the chat, below the chat, there's like a drop down.
Where you type
type.
as, and you can do that.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and roll for good old Vidramon here, so I can set the initiative order.
I mean, do we have to fight? Can't we be friends?
Friendship is impossible.
Yeah, those were friendship roars.
the roars of friendship.
I'm really happy with like the Gummamon energy that you're channeling for Terriermon.
Bring it
Alrighty.
on.
I have the initiative order here. So, start of the turn order. Vidramon.
Oh god, he rolled well.
Damn, this is
He's
a bot.
looking at you guys and trying to see which of you is the first one to go after. I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6 to determine who he tries to go after.
Be carried. Please be the van.
Flamemon.
Oh boy.
He's going to try and make a swing with his claws. This is going to be a contested fight roll. Are you going to try and tank the hit for Brawn, try to dodge with flight, or how are you going to try and avoid damage?
Pyro, what do you think, Braun? Oh wait, I can use fight. You said?
No, I was saying he's trying to fight you. How are you trying to mitigate damage? Either by and to try and run away, Brawn to tank the hit. How are you feeling about this?
Can I?
I'm thinking, Pyro. I'm thinking that you gave him pretty good Braun. You want him to tank it?
Well, I have a question first, if I may ask the DM.
You certainly may.
If he dodges out of the way, does the positioning on the board mean exactly what I think it means?
Means not a damn thing.
Okay. I
Yeah,
thought
we'll
it
use
was gonna
theater of
be
the
he
mind.
dodges out of the way and I just fucking get a face full of claw.
Nope. Currently, he's just going after Flamemon.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, no, this is theater of the mind.
Okay, got you.
Yep.
In that case, I think honestly, let's use your speed here early. Let's not try and get the first hit taken.
All right,
Okay.
very well. So it is a flight roll versus a fight roll. Go ahead and roll your flight for me. I'm going to go ahead and roll a fight roll against you.
Okay, I'll go and roll that for you, Pyro.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, that is a flight roll of 8. He got a 5. He does have a +1 because he is a champion versus you as a rookie.
Oh no, I rolled a 1. Shit.
Oh, you rolled a 1. I stand corrected then. So,
It's a D4.
that's fine.
Oh.
So, Flamemon, let's actually take a look and see how big the difference is on this one. Because it is a 6 versus a 1. Alrighty. So, he's going to get in with his claws as you try to dodge out of the way. It just barely makes a scratch into the side of you. And you can definitely feel the sting as it feels like your data is being bitten away at. Flamemon, you take 1 point of damage.
Oh boy. And so I'm at 2 hit points.
You are now at 2 hit points, correct. Next up in the order, ER and Monodramon.
Seeing this, like, oh shit, let's go back him up. I turn to Monodramon. You know how to fight that thing?
And
Yeah,
Monodramon
I
says-
know. I just use my head and everything will work.
Alright. Hey, I'll give you an opening. And I just kind of skateboard and just kind of wave my arms like, yo, hey, come on, hey, yee, I'm delicious.
Alrighty,
And I just
go
try
ahead
to
and give
distract
me.
him.
Go ahead and give me a charm check. We'll say the DC is. We'll say the DC is a 10. It's going to be
Oh.
difficult because he's focused right now.
And that's already difficult because my charm is a D10.
Yep, you do have adversity tokens potentially. So.
I do. I think. What can I do with an adversity token here?
You added 1.
You can add a +1 per adversity
Mono.
token, so you could spend 2, make it 10. That's a success.
I'll spend 2 to make it a success.
All right, fair enough. So you go ahead and start flailing your arms like, "Hey, look at me!" And the
Just to make it opening for
Digi-Mon,
Majimon.
its data kind of, its body like rigidly stops after it's trying to go further towards Flamemon, and its head kind of jerks towards you in an unnatural motion and begins to start stomping its way towards you. As this is happening, Monodramon, what are you doing?
I'm going to run in to do my signature headbutt.
Hell yeah.
All right, very well. Because of the distraction, I'm going to give you a +1 to this roll. So go ahead and give me a fight check, sorry, and I will have him roll Brawn to see if he resists it.
As he's coming towards me, I just go, mistake. It's just like, oh wow, this is an L. Good. Do I roll that or does Grimm roll that?
Either or, whoever wants to.
I'll roll it.
Do you have any +5 to combat rolls? When your health is, 50%. Never mind.
Battle sense +5 to combat rolls when your health is at 50%.
So currently not applied.
Fight
right,
is,
so that is
13.
All right, 13, and that's also add the +1 in there, so that's a 14.
14 total.
So we'll see how he tanks it. So that is a 4 for him, +5 because of the size difference. Because he's a champion versus a rookie. Typings are the same because you're both vaccines, so no bonuses there. Sure enough, yeah. So 5 versus a 14, that is a pretty big difference. So describe to me what you do to this Vidramon.
So, again, I get a little head start, and then I start running in, and then I bop my head into his shin.
Sure enough, you go ahead and you collide very heavily with your head into this thing's shin. Your skull, incredibly hard. This guy's shin, not so much. As he tumbles to the ground, the leg bending at an odd angle for the most part, which looks slightly horrifying before it re-cracks itself back into place. That said, it does take 2 points of damage from a very hefty blow as it's still on the ground.
Yours is too like, where you going, buddy?
Did it! Yes!
Next up, Gary.
I did it.
Gary is a ways away.
Yes, he is. You're hiding behind the trees at the moment as this giant lizard has now collapsed to the ground after reforming its leg.
We gonna get in on this, buddy, or?
We are completely outclassed. Why would you think we would just go in there?
I mean, speak for yourself.
What do you mean? Yeah, I am. Okay, well, I'm outclassed. I'm not a giant dinosaur thing. I can't get in there and do anything. Are you kidding?
What you need to do is just, picture yourself as a leader for a moment. I know it might be hard, but imagine if you were to tell me something to do to, I don't know, fight that thing off. What would you have in mind?
I'm not prepared to take advice from a ragdoll with a carnival hat!
Hey, I like this hat.
It's a magician's hat.
Fair enough. Gary, you continue kind of cowering in the corner. Majima, what would you like to do?
All right, boys, I'm going rogue. All right. Time to roll up my sleeves and get dirty in this. I don't have sleeves, damn it. All right, so I think I'm gonna do something you're advised not to do on the playground. We're gonna take advantage of his weak knee that just got hurt.
Do they explicitly say not to do that on the playground?
Well, you're not supposed to kick kids when they're down, I think. I mean, in general, just.
I feel like you're just supposed to start with not kicking kids generally.
Have you ever been to a playground?
Savage land, the rules of the wasteland.
There are many opportunities to kick children.
Exactly.
I don't know if you have actually been to a playground when you were a child.
Okay, so if I take a shot at his already established weak point from Monodramon's hit, what do you want me to do for that?
Fair enough. How are you attacking him? Are you just going for like full on like couple of swings? Are you throwing some energy at him? How are you trying to do
Can
this?
I outside cannon ask Chase, because you created this character, what he attacks with?
You can.
Yeah. 1 second.
Those of us can kind of pull up wikis and be like, okay, what does Terriermon have?
I mean, you know,
Pyro
you can also
can't.
go with based off of description. He's a small little magician guy. He's got a hat. He could pull something out of that.
Well, I thought about that.
Pulls
was
a
what was
gun
gonna
out of his
happen,
hat.
But like, I didn't know if he's like got a wand I can't see, and then that's his basis or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty
no
sure
wands, not yet.
Yeah, he mostly pulls stuff out of the hat.
Okay. All right then. Well then, I have an idea then. All right, he's going to take off his hat and say, "You can talk about my hat. I'll show you what my hat can do." And he's going to fire a cannonball out of his hat.
All right, fair enough. Go ahead and give me a fight roll. He's going to make a opposed brawn roll. He actually will not get his bonus because even though he is a champion above you as a rookie, you're a data type and he's a vaccine, so they cancel out.
Okay.
So these will just be flat rolls.
And instead of fight roll?
It is a fight roll, yes, because you're trying to fire a cannon at him.
All right.
He's going to make a brawn check to just tank it.
Here we go. What'd I get?
Oh,
Are you kidding
no.
me? Are you kidding? Is it broken?
So,
We both got ones for Digimon.
Gary, you can go ahead and take an adversity token. You pull out your hat and you are like, get ready for this. And a muzzle of a cannon comes out of the hat and you release and you feel the explosion of the cannon come outwards. But the ball that comes out is only probably about the size of a tennis ball. And the velocity is not there as it bunk hits it into the side of the knee as it begins to slowly stand.
It's because
I
you
would
talk
love it.
bad about the hat. It's shy now.
I would love it. It's just like the wrong things keep getting pulled out of this hat. Like, cannonball, a ball of cotton candy.
Bouquet of flowers.
Next up, Riot.
Right. Okay. Flamemon definitely wants payback for the hit it got. So this guy's standing back up now, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Pyro, if you don't mind, I think he's just gonna start going in and swinging, keeping at distance and just throwing a fireball.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to keep
Using,
range on him and use the fire.
Yeah, go and use his move, Flame Toss.
Fair enough. You can go ahead and do that. It would say, yeah, give me a fight roll. He will make a opposed brawn check to just resist the damage.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, buddy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And
He's
we will go
waking
ahead
up.
and roll his brawn.
Like he's holding the wound on his side, just like one of his fists just slams the ground. Like, let's go.
Alrighty. He got a 12 plus 1 because of his size difference. So that's 13. I'm going to spend 2 of my adversity tokens to make it a 15, so it is a tie as the impact lands into its body. And you're like, oh yeah, we got him! As the smoke begins to clear, and he's still standing there, relatively.
Come on.
With sunglasses on.
Cool, Vidramon don't look at explosions. They turn around, and they...
Okay, that normally doesn't happen. Sorry.
What did he say?
So... Riot, what are you doing? Because Flamedramon has done a thing.
As much as I want to get in this fight, I only have one jack handle.
Yes, you do.
Fuck.
Ooh, but... nah, he should keep it at a distance, so maybe... Considering what this thing can do, I'm not trying to get either of us killed yet. Or at all.
Yet.
I'm going to use a cheer action.
Alrighty.
Cheer on the little fire dude.
Alrighty. I'd say go ahead and give me a charm roll. We'll say the DC is like 7.
Okay. I mean, oh shoot, my D4 there. Yeah, whatever. It's not the...
Sure enough, you're like, go get him? You're still not very sure of this thing that's helping you. I mean, it's assisting, but you're still like, we just met you, and I mean, you're hurt, but what am I gonna do? Say go team? It's not very effective as cheering up. Next up, Grayson.
Grayson is freaking out. He wants to run away. He sees ER, the fucking idiot, riding up next to it, trying to distract it, and he's just like, we're running, right, guys? We're trying to get out here, right?
No, they're fighting. We gotta get in there, right?
How am I supposed to fight?
It's a team. Come on, we do this. We do this together. Come on, back me up here.
Let me just quickly flip a coin. Okay. Grayson's going to like try to find some place to hide and take cover. And can I try to analyze this with my computer, my goggles, see if there's anything I can do to scan to discern any kind of weakness or abnormality?
You know what? Sure. Go ahead and give me a brains check. We'll set the DC at, we'll say 10.
Okay. And I can determine adversity tokens after I roll, right?
Yes, after you roll, before like we finalize it, then you would be like, oh, I want to add tokens.
Ah, man, I only have 3 tokens. There's no way I can make that. No.
Do you have any bonuses do you have any like powers?
Well,
I have +1 to brains, but it's already calculating, I think. Oh,
no, that is not calculated in there. The +1 is not added.
Oh,
so that's a 6 flat, plus your +1 is a 7, so...
So I can like burn all 3 of my adversity tokens on this.
And in order to succeed, yes, you could.
Sure, I'm gonna do that.
Fair enough. So, you try to pull out your laptop and be like, is there anything I can see about this? And the web's not giving you anything until you look down at your, what they referred to as a Digivice earlier, and you see that it has a port in it that you could plug your glasses into, your goggles. So you go ahead and just slide the USB into it, put the goggles on to look at it, and it takes a moment when you're staring at this very large dragon dinosaur creature, and for a moment it does like a scanning motion and then gives you a beep 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 like success. You note the following things. First, this being is known as Vidramon. Second, you know that it is a champion level. And third, you know that it is a vaccine type.
Okay. Any weaknesses or any like abnormalities that I can detect from it, or just that?
You get that from the baseline data. I would say you can tell that it is definitely not how a normal Vidramon should be. It is acting erratically, and so far every Digimon you've come across has talked to you. This one is not speaking in coherent language, so something's wrong.
Right. Okay, Terriermon, try. You got any attacks that can do range?
I got plenty of range. Let's
do
go!
that.
Dragon Breath! Terriermon rushes in and will launch a Terrio Tornado at it.
Fair enough. Go ahead and... yeah, give me a fight roll. He will attempt a brawn to try and just shrug off the attack, because he's big. You guys are small. He's not going to dodge. He would have no need.
Terriermon starts spinning. Oh, that's ER, but no, wait, that's Terriermon Street though.
Yeah, that's
Well, I guess he spin. Wait, but he
he
has.
has +1 to fight because of innocent eyes.
Yeah, innocent eyes.
So
five.
that is a 5. Fair enough.
Spinning so fast, he potentially misses.
That is a 14 plus 1 because of level difference, so it's a 15. So you go ahead and you spin into this thing and bounce off.
He throws a tornado at it. Like he spins so fast that he launches a gust of tornado.
Fair enough. The tornado spins across the field, impacts into it, and it does not move. Its focus is still on ER.
Help.
Next up, Reiner.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
All right, you big lug. You stay back. You might think you're big and strong, but I'm gonna show you who's the biggest and strongest out of anybody.
Yeah, you couldn't even take me down, bud.
It's a lot of big words from a man who thinks he's very big. But I'll show you the big dogs don't need the bark.
And Impmon is going to make a fight roll.
All right, very well. Go ahead. You know what? He's feeling confident enough. He's going to attempt a flight roll to just dodge.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Impmon goes for it. 3.
No.
That's supposed to be me.
I figured we were rolling for the Digimon. If you want to control Impmon, then that's fine. We can talk about it.
That's hilarious.
What?
I rolled so because of size difference and typing, he rolled a 1, but he gets a +2 because of vaccine versus virus and +1 from champion versus rookie. If you wanted to add adversity tokens, I would allow it here.
Okay. So I was just saying that because
Yeah, I rolled for Monojimon back then because I thought that's what we were doing. Cause
You can if you'd like. Hey, you guys are partners. Work it out.
I'll roll for Monojimon then.
Yeah, sure thing. Next roll's yours.
Fair enough. So, so Reiner, if you'd like, you can add adversity tokens to make Impmon's attack a little stronger.
So it's 3 against 5?
It is 3 versus 3 right now. So currently it's a tie.
I'll do 1.
All right, you'll add 1 adversity token. Very well. You see Impmon sort of rise up, and it tries to dodge out of the way, but in order to help out with the assist, you run up to its leg that you saw that was injured and give it a nice little thwack to the side. So it can't actually jump out of the way. It stomps back down, just barely missing you. As Impmon, now that it can't dodge out of the way, you unleash an attack into its face.
Impmon, if that's the case, Impmon's gonna try to go underneath it and put both hands up and shoot out as much elemental fire as possible from underneath it.
Fair enough. You go ahead and you start unleashing these blast after blast into this thing from below, and it's definitely not looking so well as it takes another point of damage.
Impmon's laughing maniacally as it's shooting out balls of fire at it.
I am concerned.
So, I will say that your assistance in the matter with helping Impmon was part of your action, specifically Reiner.
Okay.
So we will move on to back to the top of the order. It is now Vidremon's turn. It is certainly not happy. However, it sees a couple of different targets. It's focused a bit on ER, but there's an Impmon between its legs. As it kind of looks down and just goes,
Heyo.
You kiss your mother with that mouth.
and it is going to make a fight roll against Impmon.
I mean, it could just sit down.
It certainly could. So, for Impmon, you can either make a brawn roll to tank this, a flight roll to dodge.
I feel like brawn. Impmon's big and tough, obviously.
You're gonna tank it?
Yeah, Impmon's gonna try to tank it.
All right, he's gonna get a +2 to this roll, so just keep that in mind as he goes.
All right,
swing.
It is what it is, baby. That is a 1.
Oh, fuck.
So, It does not work with its claws. It goes ahead to try and punch downwards. And you're like, I got this, as you raise your hands up to catch it, as it flattens you into the ground.
Impmon literally closes its eyes, smirks confidently, and holds a single hand out to catch the punch. And that it is flattened in the ground.
Take a point of damage and are currently...
A cartoon pancake.
currently smashed into the ground. I will say this. He does not have status effect moves, so you just take the 1 point of damage as you smash down.
I like to imagine that we saw him before flush with the ground as Impmon just put up his hand, punch, hand comes up, and we just see now a small hole, and now that, if you would look level, all you see is the hand up, like, up.
The Vidra is then going to raise its arms up into like a flexing its arms back pose, exposing the V on its chest as it begins to glow, and it sends out a beam headed for ER. ER, I'd like you to make me a flight check as it tries to hit you with a beam of energy.
Oh, not cool, not cool!
Die.
Goodbye, ER.
10. Wait, how? Oh, it exploded!
That is also a 10, so because it's a fight against each other, defender wins. How do you dodge?
Make it epic.
Kickflip.
Yeah! I said I was on my skateboard, so it's like, style, he's like, oh crap! And just does a kick.
You do a kickflip, and you get right in between where the laser comes, because it comes in a V shape, so you jump over the bottom area of the V right through the laser as it passes you by.
Grayson sees that in slow motion. Like, what?
It's like, are you fucking seeing this, man?
As you land and pick your skateboard back up, trying to still keep it distracted. Next up in the order, ER, it is you and Monomon's turn.
Yo, just goes, dude, that thing fires lasers!
You're up.
Oh, shit!
It is your turn, as you're kind of running around this thing after you dodge the laser beam.
Shit! Majma, do you have lasers?
I'm not sure.
No, I'm looking at him, so he's entirely melee.
I got fire breath. I'm sorry, there's a lot going on here. I am the strongest after all, but no one wants to fight me until, big crazy monster comes in at me.
Go in for another headbutt or something.
I'm good at that. Alright, leave it to me.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a fight roll. He's going to try and brawn it just to tank it again. Because he's seen this shit before.
You got this, Grimm.
Oh! This is why I gave my Digimon a D20!
And headbutt!
So here's the thing. I don't have enough adversity tokens. So... Alright, how does Monodramon do this?
Oh gosh, it's either I go for his bad knee already, or I
Are you going center mass? Are you going for the head? What are you doing?
Oh, what do you think?
Ooh, maybe like hit him with a V, like the V laser came out, just get him in the gut, like knock all the wind out of him.
I'm gonna go right for the gut.
Fair enough. You go ahead and with a almost jet propulsion from your jumping position, you impact right into center mass, right into the V like a giant X marks the spot, as Vidramon gets a bit of airtime from the headbutt before it tumbles back down and is still standing, but it does take 1 point of damage as it slowly but surely starts ambling towards you all once again. Its body freezes. You can see the iris in its eye that has the cascading data slowly begins to slow down, and a white ring forms around it. as it is currently frozen in place.
Are we still in initiative?
Is this okay?
Technically, yes. Technically, yes.
Do
So,
what?
ER.
Yeah.
As you're looking at this thing that is now kind of frozen in place by this weird digital like amalgamation about it, your Digivice is kind of beeping and vibrating up a storm in your pocket.
Take it out.
And it is almost like magnetically trying to pull you towards where the Vidramon is now.
Well, I'm on my skateboard, so I think it successfully pulls me.
Sure enough, you get about within 5 feet of it, and the white ring condenses into a stream of light that shoots into your Digivice. And the Vidramon collapses onto the ground. Still breathing, but passed out.
Whoa.
We are now out of initiative. And ER, you get a notification on your Digivice.
Dope.
You have on there, kind of sorting through it, there is an inventory slot in your Digivice, and it is currently filled with 1 heal chip.
One.
You can write down in your backpack.
Grayson is going to like easily walk up, like ready to run if this thing moves again, and like just have his goggles up and just see if he can like continue to scan this Vidramon and like the other Digimon to see if what else, like he's just trying to like test the limits of this new feature that he discovered for his goggles to see what else he can do with this.
Fair enough.
Mon is gonna pop out of the ground, run at Vidramon, and kind of like harmlessly punch him repeatedly, screaming.
It is making a thumping noise as you're just punching and beating into him.
What the hell? Oh, cool! We won! I'm gonna lay down for a second. Oh, hey, Emma, you doing okay, buddy? He's fine.
So,
Strange.
Grayson, while you're still looking at this thing, it's no longer reading as anomalous when you're staring at this Vidramon now. It seems to be, for all intents and purposes, returned to its original state.
What was that? The binary code in its eyes.
No
was
idea.
it sick? Was it corrupted?
Terriamon waddles over and just tries to pry open its eyelid to see if the code's still there.
Looking at it, no, its irises have returned to its normal kind of reddish eye color. Its eyes are a little rolled back, but it is almost like kind of asleep, if not just knocked out.
I am no doctor, but I believe it is back to normal.
I
Terriamon,
probably knocked him out with my headbutt.
Leave him alone, Terriamon.
No.
If we were to assume any of this made sense, it's almost like that thing had a virus.
Oh man, he was sick. And we made him
Emma,
better?
you don't take that seriously, do you, buddy?
Get
Pussy,
back
Emma.
up, you Luke! I'm ready for round 2!
Emma, it's done.
You're done.
He's down.
You're done!
You're right.
Ooh, sick burn. You got me. All right, we're done.
Emma goes over and just like wraps his arm around him and like, there, buddy. You got him. You did good.
Showed him what for.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. I didn't get much of a hit in that, but hey, buddy, don't worry about it.
Magimon comes up, dusting off his hat. Yeah, good effort, everybody. We all put in equally on that. All right, Digimon, let's huddle up for a minute here. Let's
Yeah, what's up?
I think we got a
Yeah?
good batch here. Like, my guy is he's a little lost.
Yeah, I think my guy's like the worst cheerleader. Like he's making an effort, but like, yeah, charisma leaves a bit to be desired.
My guy fought with me. Well, it was distraction, but you know, that's the same thing.
Honestly, I'm kind of I gotta admit, I'm kind of impressed. Monomodramon was like the tank of that there, and his I want to call him the accident-prone child-looking one. He actually was a good distraction, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, Maljaman is pretty good at fighting, even though he's just like a vaccine type. No offense, buddy.
What?
That's racist.
Yeah.
That's digitist.
Look, I'm a free type. I'm free spirited.
And Impmon helped too. You did it, buddy. You
What
did
do you
it.
mean I helped too?
Did more than you did. You half-farted at him. You think you pulled your weight?
Hey, Tyrion, by the way, good
Look,
job with
it's
that
not my
tornado.
fault. He insulted the hat. You know it's temperamental.
Tyrion,
Hey,
I think next time
for-
when you like summon a tornado, maybe just like have the tornado actually hurt.
Well, I was
time.
working on trying to get my buddy involved. He was over there with Garrett, with the other one.
Yeah, what the frick was he doing surfing on his computer thingamajig there? Like,
Yeah, we.
pressing matters.
Yeah,
He
he
said
was
he
like,
could analyze. He
he's
said
like,
he could
oh, hey,
analyze.
it's a Digimon. Like, yeah, we know it's a Digimon.
Well, yeah, we knew. We knew all of that already. But they don't.
Our lovely little batch of humans, you can see all of the Digimon that made their way towards you to help in this situation are kind of all just in a huddle bickering with each other.
I think they're discussing how they're going to eat us now.
I think they're insulting us.
Oh
Nope.
God, they're conspiring against us.
Relax. They got our back. They helped us. They helped save us back there.
I kind of like mine. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the guy with Malajimon. He's real cool.
Accepting the reality of whatever this is, it doesn't seem like any of us are waking up from it. And if it maybe isn't hell, they are our best chance, unfortunately, as to knowing what the heck's going on and maybe surviving, it seems like.
You guys are entirely too accepting of this situation.
I mean, cool.
Look, I don't know what's going on. I know for a fact that we're not in hell. Like, that doesn't make sense. We're not in a dream. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to get information so that we can figure this out and try not to panic while I'm doing it.
That's why.
You're not doing a good job of that part, man.
I'm trying.
Wait a minute, wizard 353?
Maybe.
We'll talk later. Anyway,
Why do you know that name? What
The
does
way-
everyone seem to know that name?
it
do you know that
seems
name?
is we're stuck. And the
No
closest thing
shit.
we have to a way to survive is these guys. So unless any of you think you can fight a dragon by yourselves, and I know I can't.
Okay, thank you for prefacing that. I was really concerned for a second. Because he points at ER. I know what he thinks.
I mean, it would be fun to try.
Man, I don't get what you guys think. This is a dream. I was able to punch that thing.
Ramen guy, first of all, thanks for the noodles that one time. Second, this is not a dream. If it was a dream, this is the worst co-op experience I've ever had in my life. And I
Whatever,
played
Chris.
Reach at launch.
You're gonna have to do a lot more to convince me.
At this point, through the
They
both
need
sides
that.
bickering with each other, the Vidramon in the back slowly but surely begins to stir.
Ah! I hide behind Wyatt.
Yeah. And he's
Gary
kind of going to
hides
look
behind the
around for the
van.
most part. Yeah, the tipped over van.
Yeah.
As he kind of looks over a lot of you. Oh, hi there, everyone.
Please don't eat us.
Did I take a nap?
Yeah, and you kind of tried to eat us.
I did?
Yeah, you kind of started a fight with us, and we had to like kick your butt. But it's cool. It's cool.
That doesn't seem like me, unless I had a reason to fight you.
Gary immediately exits from behind the van and storms up to Vidramon. You knocked over my van! You attacked all of these people! You attacked all of those things! You did a lot of damage! Look at that tree! You look at that tree!
And he's going to
Look
look
at it!
over to the tree and see the missing data that's still cascading from it. He goes,
Whoa, that's different.
You did all of that, and I demand some accountability.
Damn.
Eeyore is so impressed, and I was like, "Damn,
you know what?
Gary, man."
Gary!
Gary, you can choose between either I would say either a charm or a grit roll to intimidate this Beedramon.
I'm gonna do charm.
Go right ahead.
In the background, Gary's just
14.
I will
Influence
have
lane.
it roll a grit check against you just to see how well it does.
He's doing a belly dance.
Do a silly little hustle move.
And I-
It does not succeed, as it kind of like is taken aback by your yelling, and it goes, okay then. And he kind of stands up a little taller, like still taller than all of you, goes over to the van and sets it back upright. There's a lot of clanking and clanging from the inside of the van from all the stuff that's in there.
Glass shattering noises.
And he kind of like dusts off the top. Sorry about that. I'll be honest, I don't remember what I was doing the last however many cycles.
Like,
And he kind of looks over to the Digimon at this point. Oh, you guys. Can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah, you went on a fun rampage, bro.
You had like your numbers and junk in your eye, kept like flying by, and your voice was all distorted.
It sounded like this.
But like more like like that.
Yeah, you're glitching, bro.
I was glitching.
But kinda.
You
Yeah,
tell
like
me
that. Oh, yeah.
Digimon.
He's probably just sleepwalking, guys.
And he kind of like claps his hands together and he goes,
That must have been it. It was after I met that guy.
What
What guy?
guy? Like, Grayson actually like steps up. What guy? Can you like give
he's
us a
kind of like gonna
description?
like, he's gonna like thunk on his head a couple of times, like trying to think back.
Well, it didn't look like you guys,
And he's kind of like gonna point at like Grayson and a lot of you.
but I know he's not around from around here, that's for sure.
Wait,
He's
was
definitely
he-
not a part of the forest.
Was he like human like us?
Oh, goodness, no. He was definitely a Digimon. I
Equally
don't remember
terrifying.
what he looked like. That's really frustrating. I'm sorry again for all the trouble I might have caused.
And he kind of like gives a little bit of a bow.
That's fine. I
Well,
find it
you guys
very
can
hard
keep
to hold a
going.
grudge against a giant dinosaur with 3 horns that can shoot lasers out of his tummy.
Dude, I did a kickflip over your laser.
What's a kickflip?
I show him a kickflip like this. What's it? No, shit. Let me try again. Like this. Oh, it's really hard trick. 1 second. Let me do it again.
So as
You're doing that on the
Contemplate.
ground. There's no concrete.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
the-
on grass.
Yeah, shit. Damn it. That's why I have him constantly failing. Like, oh,
Just
crap.
imagine this 3 times cooler.
Yeah. Like that.
That does seem pretty neat.
Yeah.
So, considering you seem pretty apologetic, and it seems like we can all forgive and forget on that side, would you by chance know of any kind of society or a village around here where we could just kind of
We
get
get
our
home.
bearings?
Yeah. How close is Old Vista from here?
How can we get home, please?
Well, I don't know how to get you guys home, but I know there's definitely some places to check out. At least some places with other Digimon that might be able to help.
Oh damn! Is this Chicago?
And he's gonna kind of like
No, no
point
one's killing
in
each
one
other.
of the he's gonna point in one of the directions kind of where he came from.
If you keep going that way, I believe you should make it over to the Vegemon village.
Vegemon. There's a Vegemon.
There's plenty of Digimon all over the place.
Okay, is there a get us home on?
Please let there be a get us home on.
I've never heard of a Digimon like that before.
Do
Oh, the
you
shot.
know of a
The Muffin
village that
Man.
has people that look like us by chance?
Not like evil doppelgangers.
You know they're evil because they will have goatees. It's the law.
Well, the last time that I saw somebody that looked like you guys, it was a good many years ago. Back during that old incident thing. But if you want to know where they were probably over at the tower.
Tower, okay. Does the Digimon Village have a map?
They should be able to help you out. I'm sure they'd be happy to.
Okay.
Well, it's
Uh,
better than nothing. Good place to start.
Eeyore is going to turn to the group. I mean, I'm just going to say it. Humans being here at incidents and only being referred to at the tower, kind of. That
Sure
gives off
there's a name
vibes.
for it, but I don't remember it.
I'm just saying it gives us vibe. It gives off vibes, which we'll deal with it.
Why does this sound like some sort of like anime I saw once?
It's kind of sounds like a video game, which is kind of cool. Kind of digging it.
No,
Okay,
no,
well,
no one on the forum's going to believe I got isekai'd.
You said, well,
Never mind.
Well, we know that we need to get to the tower because there are people there. The only way to get there is going to be to go to the Digimon village, I guess.
I'm
There's
making
a whole bunch
note.
of Digimon there.
I open up my computer, so I'm making a Google Doc to like write down everything.
Fair enough.
like,
It doesn't take you much
right
time.
now.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Fair enough.
Do you
Laptop?
think
or-
Google Maps will work on that thing still?
You know what? Weird. I can't ping Google's IP. I can't open Google Maps. That's just not here. It just says "fuck you."
You open up Google Maps, actually.
Oh my
and
god, it's here.
It
It's
shows
finally
you an area that is definitely not Earth.
Yeah, guys, Fog of War's kicking in. I don't know where anything is.
As far as you can see, where you're in is a very heavily forested area. And when it's reaching what would be considered like the edges of it, it is cut off in nothing but gray. You can't see anything past that area.
I take over my laptop and I spin it over so the group can see. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any mileage out of this.
That's cool that you have a Fog of War map.
Yeah, that's not mine. I just lost my laptop.
Looking at the map, though, it does say that the area that you are in is known as the Digital Forest.
The Digital Forest.
Okay.
I wish there was more I could do for you guys, but I'll be honest, I don't know too much else. I would suggest being careful out there, though.
Can you maybe escort us to the Digimon Village in case we get jumped by another guy sleepwalking?
Sure, I could try and do something like that. The only other thing that might be an issue is if we saw the Guardians of the Forest.
Oh, why would that be an issue?
What are those?
Oh, they're real powerful Digimon. They always like to fight each other. But they usually keep away from anyone that would get caught up in their fights. So you should be fine.
Okay.
Grayson is going to split off from the group for a little bit with Terriermon and just... Is the tree still having the missing data stuff?
It is still missing. The tree has fallen over at this point, but again, there were no splinters from the initial impacts, and it's just like... you can see the code inside of the bark of the tree.
I'm going to take my goggles and just see if I can see anything. If it's giving me any readings at all, just so I can get some kind of clue, if that's possible.
Sure. Give me a brains check. DC's gonna be 15.
Yeah, I only have one adversity token. I'm not going to be able to make that.
Fair enough. So you take your adversity token. As far as you can see, the data's just not there. Like, looking at it, you can see, oh, here's where the full data of the tree would be. But a part of it is just missing.
What the hell is that?
It's
Data?
not being eaten away any further. It looks like just where the claw marks were, just like it got erased.
That's so weird. I know I'm not the best IT guy in the world, but I feel like I should make sense of that. What the... this is gonna bug me for a while. I'm just... Grayson is
yeah,
just...
and figure it out later.
Yeah, it's just... I don't like not having answers to things. It
Well,
bugs
then-
me.
Well, then we'll find it later. Come on, join the rest of the group. We're figuring stuff out.
Okay. I'm just gonna begrudgingly regroup with the others.
Fair enough.
Amon just kind of drags him by the hand. Come on, we're going with the group.
You know, like 3 times your size, man.
I'm dragging you.
So sure enough, you make your way back to the group. Gary, do you try to start your car again?
Now that it's righted, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a. We'll call it a grit roll because you're trying to just will this thing back into existence. DC is going to be 15.
Oh God! All right, we got a 5.
So you go ahead and you turn the car and you turn the key. And you and Riot both recognize the sound of its last gasp.
Oh, man. No.
Before you're like, oh, it would need a full shot before repairs.
Oh no!
You want to put a neutral and push?
It was doing so good.
Hey, Digimon, can you carry this?
I could probably. It'd be a little tough, but
Hold
Maybe
on.
there's like a mechanic at the village.
I have duct tape.
It's gonna go ahead and I'll say I'm gonna have
Yeah,
Dramon try and roll a brawn check to lift this thing.
Couldn't we just put it in neutral?
It tries to lift it, and you hear a crack as it goes. Ah, my back.
Hey, it's okay.
Happened?
Is your knee okay?
it's not feeling too great, I'll be honest. I might need some meat by the time we get there. Hopefully there's still some in season.
None of what
Nope.
you said made sense.
Nobody tell him what we're made out of.
If I can push this thing, I'd be able to.
Yeah, we
Yeah, that's gonna work a lot better.
yeah.
I'm
So-
going to go into the back and start playing one of my rips of Megas XLR.
Fair enough.
Are we all in the bus right now?
Yeah,
Are
we
you all
should
in the
probably
van?
get
Are you all getting
inside
in?
If he's gonna do that.
Van bus.
So,
I'm gonna hop in and
Hell.
think to myself, I wonder if this heal chip will work on the van.
Not the Vidramon, whatever you do.
So sure enough, you all pile into the van, Gary in the driver's seat, kind of just helping to steer as Vidramon, which again is about height-wise a little taller than the van itself, starts just pushing the thing, steering you in the direction of where the supposed Vegemon village is. And it's about a good hour or 2 of travel. So are you guys doing anything in the meantime?
I know Imon wants to talk to Reiner.
Alrighty.
Hey, you.
yeah.
Like kicks, like a little kick, just a little kick on you. What's your name?
Do I really have to tell something in my dream?
Hey, I'm asking for your name, and I'm gonna remember it.
Reiner.
My name's Impmon.
He like flicks his nose a little bit with like his thumb, like smirking.
Well, I guess it's nice to meet you, Itmon. It's just all this is just weird.
Well, you handled yourself okay out there. Not great, but okay.
Yeah, sure.
You say as you notice that one of Impmon's ears is still flattened to its head.
Yeah, maybe with a little time you could actually do some damage.
What do you mean, actually? I did some damage. You see all those burn marks on that guy's undercarriage?
Yeah, but if you didn't notice, I had to help you out there.
Which is why I said you did okay. Helping me is the correct thing to do.
Okay, then.
You'd make a good underling.
Yeah, let's see when you can actually push me farther than like a semi-inch.
I'll push you far. I'll push you all the way up the road. Calm down.
Big words coming from a little guy.
Yeah, we'll see how big they are when I put them in practice. And Mon's like doing a little like hopping in place little thing with his fists up, like doing little shadow boxing
rattles
jabs
the-
at you.
It very much rattles the chassis of the van. Which, Gary, you do notice as you're trying to steer.
Hey! No jumping around back there! I know what I want!
Flamon ducks his head in from sitting on the roof. Oh, should I get back in here?
I just been sitting on the roof of the van watching.
I feel like he would have been just like
That's
turning
fair.
on the roof as a monkey man.
I feel like, you know what, considering the situation, freaking Riot's gonna climb out the window and chill on the roof with Flamon.
Hey man, come join the party. The views up here is so nice.
Might
Yeah,
as
you
well
open
get
the
a
side-
look at what's going on around as they talk.
You open the side door as it's being like pushed in a direction, which Gary kind of looks back like, "Come on, guys, this is not a house. This is a
Don't just open the
miracle."
door and that's so unsafe.
The roof
And
is
then slides the door
scuffed up
shut
already.
as Riot is now on the roof with Flame on.
Welcome to the party, man.
Alright, so I've come to the realization that I am not gonna fully understand what's going on here. But I can at least
Quit up.
put it in terms that I would understand. If that thing was a virus, and you guys are like assist companions or something, then we're stuck in some kind of video game scenario. So
Kinda. Impmon's a virus type.
Don't you dare say that derogatorily.
I'm just clarifying down there, buddy. He just bangs on the roof.
Hitmon tries to bang back, but he's short.
Like, you see, we're kind of like subdivided into groups, like Terriermon and Managimon. Those guys are like vaccine types. Like, Magimon's like a data. Impmon's a virus.
what are you?
Oh, I'm a free type. I'm kind of outside the normal spectrum of, oh man, it's like... Okay, so imagine if there was some sort of game where one type beat the other in some sort of triangle X formation.
Okay.
That, like...
Like Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
We call that
So we don't make the immediate jump to the other game.
we call that rock paper scissors where we're from.
But how would rock beat paper or scissors? Oh, because rock would like smash the scissors. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm
Yeah,
getting
and then the paper can crumple around the rock.
it. Weird
Scissors
choice there,
paper.
but okay.
So if that same logic is applied here, then maybe there's a way we can work with this.
Yeah, I'm just free types. We're kind of like outside the normal sphere of like that. We're kind of like we're doing our own thing.
Oh, so it's like the rock, paper, scissors Chuck Norris version.
I have no idea who that is, man.
Chuck Norris beats all. You're Chuck Norris.
I don't know if I beat all, but like free types, you kind of like go neutral against everything. We don't resist, but we don't do super effective damage.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short. You can beat them all.
No. I'm saying like free types as a whole. I am a badass. I kick ass.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get along okay, you and me.
You mean we're not getting along already? Hey, check this out. And he just like creates a fire between his hands. Cool, right?
Yes. Well, technically hot, but yes.
I like to see the others create fire. I mean, Itmon can do that, and sometimes Magimon. And Terriermon kind of is like a little petite, little... My fire's cool.
I can do fire breath.
Shut up, Magimon.
Okay.
If you specialize in something, you get better at it. Y'all are just dabbling. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm Flame Man. My fire's cool. I would like to talk to Magimon.
You are allowed.
Dude, you were awesome back there.
I know, right? See, they don't want to really say I'm the strongest, but I am.
I kind of think you're the strongest, man.
I think so too. I mean, no, I took the guy down like 2 times. Like,
Yeah, all it took was 2 headbutts and it went down.
yeah, man. I
And I was a friend.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, I could kick his butt if he turns evil, but yeah, it's great that he's a friend. For now.
Yeah.
I got my eyes on him.
That's a good idea, man.
If he
You
does
kind of
anything
peer out through
tricky,
the tiny window in the back of the van, and he like kind of gives a small wave.
I'm on to you. I'll be the first one to tell you guys if he defects.
Good idea, man. Be watching out.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is to protect you, and that's all that matters.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I'll watch you back too.
Yeah.
So, did you guys get hurt back there? Like, do you need any first aid or anything?
Yeah, I just need some food, and I'm good. I'm good.
How about you, Ipman? You kind of got roughed up back there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. You sure?
Fine.
Baby doesn't want to acknowledge his boo-boos.
You're a baby. You're
not
a
the one
boo-boo.
crying.
What even is that?
Itmon's like trying to unflatten his ear.
Fair enough.
Is this a
Given enough-
boo-boo?
Given enough tries, it finally like pop.
Say he got his note. Ain't seen nothing.
Okay, but hypothetically, if you were hurt,
Which I can never could be because I'm so strong.
obviously, yeah. Would you need help with that?
I mean, I got my bell long. I could use like some healing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do they heal just like casually, or do they need like actual healing devices?
They'll
to
heal
top
over
up?
time, especially given
Okay,
just rest and
okay.
food and things like that. But,
Okay, so it's like food investors like in the show.
exactly, and
Okay.
the chip you have. Well, once you probably ask Grayson about that info, you might know what it does.
I must consult the wizard.
Consult the wizard.
Why does everyone keep calling me? I mean, this is my username. I get it, but come on.
Because you're magic.
It's not magic, man. It's
Man, you turned my D into a B in computer class. It's magic.
we've been over this, man. It's
I have a D4 in brain.
ER. We've been over this. It's just PowerPoints.
But where
It's
does
not
the power
magic.
come
It's Adobe. Okay,
from? But who is
let-
Dobie and where does he live?
Oh my god. Okay, buddy. What you need me to take a look at?
Yeah. So when we kind of rung Vidramon's bell, my device, my Digimon device, Digivice thing, have absorbed something, I think, and it kind of, I have this thing in my inventory, I guess.
Okay, let me take a look at that.
No, I don't play. I don't play video games. How's this work? It's just like
So you go ahead and you pick up the ER's Digivice. You've
You-
already
you
learned
know-
how to navigate on this thing pretty damn quickly because it's not the most advanced interface, but given
You've
enough
never
time, you work
played a video. You haven't picked up Skyrim on PC, really?
nah, man.
We do mods. I can help you out with that.
Okay.
Okay, let me
looking
take a
at
look.
the inventory status, you can see that there's something in there. It is known as specifically put a heal chip is what is in there. And if you wanted, you can try and do I'll say a brains roll to try and use your scanner to see what's up with it.
I will do that.
I'd say DC's like 5.
DC 5. Doing is this a time where I can like do that prepared action thing?
This is a planned action, so yes, you could take half if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Fair enough. You go ahead and you take a little bit of time looking over this thing, and sure enough, I mean, it is it gives you a prompt that if you select it, it asks you if you want to use the item, and it allows you to kind of aim at various Digimon, and it's like you could hit accept on that. When applied to any one of you, or like kind of pointing it at there, it kind of gives you like an error message. But from context clues and seeing how it can be applied directly, you realize that the heal chip, per its description, could be used to heal a Digimon in combat purposes. And it does not just have to be specifically their partner. It can be aimed at any single one.
Yeah, so it looks like you can just like heal a Digimon with this.
Oh, cool.
So for descriptive purposes, what you can do for that heal chip is that in combat it heals 1 hit point,
Gotcha. Heals
Which-
1 hit point.
which currently for you guys at your level, pretty fucking big.
Yeah, that's pretty huge.
Grayson is just going like, after he's done with ER, he's just going to like get up into the front seats, sitting next to Gary. Like, you doing okay, man?
I'm doing as well as could reasonably be assumed any normal person could be doing in a situation like this.
Yeah, I'm barely keeping it together myself. This is weird, but you gotta admit this is kind of cool at the same time.
It would be kind of cool if I didn't get whisked away into a magic world where everything's made of fire and dinosaurs, and I could have just, gotten the coffee I was supposed to get and brought it to everybody. I haven't gotten another text from my boss yet, but I'm sure they're pissed off.
I don't think we have reception in wherever we are.
That's probably for the best.
Magimon just pops up like, I don't know who this boss is, but he sounds like a dick.
You gotta stop appearing out of nowhere.
Jesus,
You gotta.
you're a
gotta
quiet
lighten
guy.
up,
You know that.
pal. You seem so high strung.
Yeah,
There's
lighten
no way to
down.
live life.
It is a perfectly acceptable way to live life, I'll have you know. There is nothing wrong with being prepared. There's nothing wrong with being not. There's nothing wrong with being freaked out right now. This is a crazy situation.
Well, I mean,
Think of it as a vacation from work. You've
From
been
safety.
working hard, and you just need a vacation. You're in the Bahamas, man. Think of it like that.
what's
When there's a
Bahama?
hurricane.
And dinosaurs in the hurricane. We're in the Bahamas with Sharknado.
What's a shark?
How
name?
relaxing. That sounds so relaxing.
Yeah,
He sounds so good at this.
yeah. I am so good at de-escalating problems.
Well, look at it this way. The sooner you get to the village, the sooner you'll know what's going on, I suppose. That's probably good, right?
I
Maybe.
don't think there's gonna be a way that I find out what's going on, even if we get to the village. This is too crazy.
Yeah, this. Why? Hey, Terriamon, why are you guys following around?
Well, we're your partners.
You say it like it's second nature, though. Like, why?
For us, it is. We're a team. We're your partners.
Yeah, we don't get to choose which ones.
Did someone tell you? Look for on the third day for 5 schmucks to arise from the forest. Or
For
did you
all
guys
of
just
the
born with
Digimon,
that knowledge?
If you try to recall, you remember a message that was sent out at some point that called to you. You could not decipher it in its entirety, but it gave you this feeling to go look for your partners. You don't know its origin. You don't know who sent the message in any way, shape, or form, but you know that it's right.
It's,
That, what he said.
thank you, ominous narrator.
You're welcome. Now get back into get back in the meta.
Do y'all, do y'all as humans, you call yourselves, have like this innate urge in you that tells you to breathe or drink or whatever y'all do? Or do you just
Stay
do it?
hydrated, yeah. It's some things are just second nature to us.
Yeah, that's how it is in our heads. We just know we were supposed to be here. Assumedly, y'all need us. Some of y'all more than others.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
yeah.
I think Gary and I are trying our best.
I wasn't talking about you.
We're gonna help
Oh
you.
wait,
So
you
it
said
was
Gary?
just
no, I was
me
talking
then.
About Gary, I was absolutely talking about Gary. Hi,
Yeah,
Gary.
so it was just me then. What the heck was I supposed to do?
I mean, I'm right here with Gary.
Not
I
run
mean,
away.
Why wasn't I supposed to run away?
okay, let me first like this. There's Riot, who is one of the scariest guys I've ever seen in school. There's ER, who I've seen him get hit by a bus once and walk to the hospital himself. And Rhino looks like he belongs in the Yakuza. I'm not gonna lie. He and Riot are the scariest guys I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, I used to run a delinquent group. But,
And I'm just from an outside perspective, those are the guys you want to stay away from right now? The ones
No.
that hold the strongest chance, it sounds like?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying those three, I feel like they're naturals for the situation. Gary and I are kind of normal people.
What's
Hold on,
normal?
Okay, all right. No, we're gonna get to that in a second. Hold on. You said from school. Which school?
To my notes.
It would be Earl Vista High.
Earl Vista
school,
High.
the only actual
Yeah.
very big high school.
The only actual high school, Earl Vista High.
Did you just ask which high school?
Oh my God, you're all in high school.
Yeah, aren't you?
I just graduated.
Oh my God, you're all fucking kids. Am I the? I might be the only functioning adult here.
And you ran away.
Functioning is I think
You look
too
young
much
for an
high
adult.
You ran a delinquent group back there, Mr. Backsass. How about you calm down with
I
functioning?
mean, I was the only thing keeping them from going out of line.
I
so.
am absolutely a child, and you neglected and left me to die. I will be talking to the police.
Oh my God.
Are you talking to me?
No,
Like,
I'm
right?
talking
No,
to
to Gary.
Gary.
There is a shuddering sound as the van stops,
Blimmo's like, what's a child?
and sure enough, Gary, turning your head back from the discussion, you can see as to why Digimon stopped. Aside from the fact that there's a very large gnarled branch that kind of blocks the path, you can see that there are a few signposts posted that are in a language you do not know in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, no.
Digimon kind of walks over, picks up one of the signs with his very large claws, and kind of scratches at his head.
Oh, that's just silly.
What does it say?
And he kind of points it and turns it over. For the Digimon in the room, in the van, it is in digital speak, and it reads, "Vegemon on strike."
Oh no.
And that's where we're going to call session.
Oh.